radio on. I get this. I'm running late, sorry. Hang on. Yeah. One moment, folks. I'm still back in the truck, and we just got home, but I'm running late. So I'm just gonna back the old jalopy in. Come on. What that feels funny. We're good. Come on. We got reverse? We do. Alright. Hang on, folks. I'm getting home. I'm just getting back down the bloody hill. Retaining wall in here. We had to do a second lock for the retaining wall we were pulling out on the last load. Alright, so hang on. I'll be with you in a moment. We'll be straight inside and we'll have a chat. Alright, this millisecond. Jalopy down the hill. Oh, don't do that. You always want something in first gear backing it down a hill like this, just so you know. Right, first gear, so if it starts skidding backwards, at least you can let the clutch out and have it go, right? You don't want to be in reverse. Sorry, I've got a lot of weight in here. Come on, baby. Alright. Alright. That ain't alright. Hang on. My one of fancy blocks has not worked today. It all came apart. Come on. Oh, that'll do. That's enough room to get the trucks in. The truck did not like that, did it? Alright, we're good. Sorry, folks. Was just expecting that to be a bit easier. You good, Susie, darling? Alright. Been blinded by the missus. Alright, what have we got? I've got a couple of jumpers here. Alright, we will be sitting inside in a moment, guys. I just want to get the live started up nice and early. Just right. Oh, I've locked myself in. What else do I need out of here? Oh, darkness. It's dark. I can't see. You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby. Yep, it's made a big mess of your papers. Anyway. Yeah, I know, it's alright. It's been put on a lot. I'm already live at the moment. I thought I'd better get it started. Could you shed some light on the situation, love? The truck was sleeving real bad. Be able to get the gate? I'm just going to run inside. And... Nah, I'll be right. I'll stumble my way. It's a good thing about building everything here. You kind of, you know your way in the dark. Hang on, chat. Well, I'm just trying to find my way a little. I only just got home, but I'm running. I wanted to be on stream, you know. Usual time. I'm like, oh, I'm getting late, so I'll get on here. Hang on. I'll be with you all in a moment. I will catch up on the chat. Stay in, dogs. Stay in. Stay in, puppy. No, your brother's already got out. Hang on. Oh, we've returned. Hang on. We're back. Hello, puppy. Wait on. I just got in here. Yeah, I know. Mother's in the gate first. Hang on. Right. Hello. How is everybody? How was your weekends? How's everybody doing? Just got back from getting a second load of the retaining wall we were pulling out on the stream earlier. We couldn't fit all of it in the truck, so we went back down again. They said, "Oh, come anytime in the next couple of weeks." I'm like, I'll just smash it out today, because who knows what's coming a couple of weeks away, right? So, oh dear. We're getting some interesting conversation in here today. All right. Hey, Cammy, good to see you, mate. Hey, it's the New Zealand guy. You guys just came back now. Yeah, Gabrielle, we did 2 loads down there. So, yeah, I don't do any trolls here, guys. So you are wasting your time on me. I don't care at all. I've been working all day. I could not give less of a shit what you guys have to talk about. And we'll just ban you. So just scroll on, mate. It's all right. Where'd me blimmin'? Yeah, hang on. Where's that gone? Hey, Sheila, you know when he smokes me? I just had him when I hopped out of the truck. I've lost him. Oh, no. All good. Hang on. Sorry, guys. No, I found him, love. I'm just going to go and go toilet. Yeah, let her real quick. All right, sorry. As I say, we're just getting in the door, so the dogs need to be let out and all kinds. We got it all sorted. Kira, brother, tell me your greatest achievement. My greatest achievement. Meeting my missus, mate. Building a life with my missus. Right. The stream started off with me literally, I was waiting outside home. Susie was moving her car, so I started out in the truck, and we literally just got in the door, so I just wanted to make sure I turned up tonight for you guys. Lots of trolls, I think, yeah, it's just how it goes. I'm just not going to give them the time of day. It's all good. They just need attention. They just need a little attention, that's all. Just going to tweak the brightness here. We turned it up earlier today. There we go. It's cozier. There we go. It's nice and cozy, ain't it? Awesome. Have a great stream. Thanks, mate. You can stick around if you like. No insurance, mate. Yeah. What do you want to talk about, mate? Don't do what? Don't do what, unknown? What did I do? What have I done or not done? Heidi, come on, hurry up. Dog. Yeah, give her a minute. Oh yeah. Did I send you that one? Oh, I put it on my Insta story. That's right. Oh, we got more chippies while we're out. Yeah, we're on the road, and she's feeding me chippies in the truck. So it's good. I was getting hungry on the way back, so we stopped and grabbed chips and dip, and she's just feeding me chips with dip on half the drive home. So yeah, can't complain. I'm stuffed after. Who of you saw the retaining wall removal video earlier today? So that was a freebie online. Searched by Lois by now, $1. Somebody went, I've got a whole retaining wall here out of blocks. You can have it if you come and take it out. So that's what we did. Heidi, here. Sorry, the dog's not listening to her mother. New bottle of Coke? No, didn't get a new bottle of Coke. No, finished that one on the drive home about 10 minutes ago. I had the last couple of sips of that bottle of Coke. No, so no more Coca-Cola for a few days, mate. I've got to be a good boy now. One moment, guys. The dog's not listening. Heidi, hurry up. Get in. Sorry. Oh, we've sat down. Oh, thanks for that, Kimmy. Thanks for that. Somebody's saying, okay, Mr. Cute Guy. There you go.
Thanks
you watch the retaining
wall, guys.
Yeah. Mrs. O'Blimmin. You're lucky Susie's not modern talking like that. Get in trouble. No. I need to lay off the Coca-Cola. I got to be good, Lightwood. I got to behave myself. So how's everybody going? How's your week's been? Good, bad? How's your weekend? Good, bad? Good news, bad news, either or. We can talk about it. I've come on here. I've been out all day. I've dug up a retaining wall. I've been driving for like 5 or 6 hours total. But I'm here. So, raise your questions. half of that. Look, we'll just have a half. Good. You right there, love?
Yeah, sorry, just gotta get...
My back is pretty fucked. Those big retaining wall blocks are about 80 pounds each at least. They are not light, man. They're at least 80 pound each. So yeah, I've wrecked my back a bit today, but that's all right. Oh, chat's gone quiet, so just saw me working in the rain. Yeah, that's what it was. Have you ever fought a kangaroo? Apologies if you're a Kiwi. Haven't fought a kangaroo? Yes, I'm a Kiwi. I missed it twice. Better had a bad stomach bug earlier in the week, kept me out of sorts for 36 hours. Oh man, I hate that. That's never fun, but I'm glad you're on the mend, mate. Glad you're on the mend. Been raining a lot though, so I can't play soccer. So this is why you need a variety of hobbies, mate. Variety of hobbies. You need to find a wet weather day hobby. So it's something you enjoyed when you were younger. For me, like wet weather day, I used to always build like model planes and stuff. And then it became, I think, mostly video gaming. Can never tell the difference in the accent. All Blacks fan or no? Oh, I don't really get into sports, man. I'm all about living my own life, bro. Pretty much. Like I do motorbikes on track and stuff and want to go racing and that, but I don't watch any motorbike racing apart from the old highlights. So I'm all about investing my time into myself and my own pursuits, right? As much as I can, and then I sort of try and just serve here and talk with people. And yeah, the difference in the accent, mate. The New Zealand accent is more monotone. So a New Zealand accent is very flat. So a New Zealander will say, "Put another shrimp on the barbie," right? Australians, they pitch up and down, right? So we put another shrimp on the barbie, right? Sometimes it can be really thick. It'll be, oh, put a shrimp on the barbie, mate. Kangaroo, koala, didgeridoo. You know, there's a bit of, up and down and twang to the, you can, sometimes it's very subtle. Some Australians, don't feel bad though. Some Australians come on here and they're literally like, oh, yay, good to see an Aussie streamer on here. So, I don't know. But I have a very blended New Zealand accent. I've been all over New Zealand, so it becomes a bit more Australian, unfortunately. Yeah, how's your week going there, Sheep? How's things going, mate? How's your weekend? How's life? And as always, yeah, I'll make sure the poll's big enough that people can read the darn thing. That should be right. Yeah, we'll see. As I say, guys, if anybody's struggling with any mental health stuff, you want to talk about anything, don't be shy. You can be if you like, but, if you have a question of any kind, you can ask. Have lots of hobbies, drawing, gaming, yep. North Island, South Island, North Island, man, top of the North Island. I grew up in Auckland City, but I moved out to the country about 15, 16, probably about 16 years ago now. I always say 15 years, but it's probably more like 16, 17 years ago. I would have moved up here, I think around 2010. Yeah. Oh, I'm shattered, man. We've been out, both of us have been down on the truck. Pulling out a retaining wall. First thing Susie said when we got there, pulling the retaining wall apart, she goes, oh, well, at least this time you're not getting me to help you pull down a 2-car garage. Yeah. Count your blessings, love. Yeah, I've run out of space to put more garages in. We can put that one garage, we can put that up, but no, there'll be no more giant buildings to take down, fortunately. You're going to put that garage back up, eh? You saw me take it all apart and helped out. You can get it all together, eh?
Yeah.
You figure it out?
Well, we labelled it. So
yeah, we labelled it, so you good? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that everybody. Susie's going to put up the other garage, so that's good. She's wandering around in the background. We literally, I started streaming as we pulled up to the driveway, so yeah, she's going to have something to eat and that. Nonsense experience. Hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you, mate. Not being rude, just reserved from trolls. It's one island wetter than the other. Oh, it's more the west coast of New Zealand is the wet side, and the east coast is the dry side. Like where west coast of the South Island, yeah, you'd never want to be west of the Southern Alps. It's just horrific weather. Every storm hits in like Westport. Look at areas like Westport in New Zealand, the west of the South Island. No, horrible weather down there. All good. Did I miss something here, Cammy? I have lots of hobbies. Yeah. Oh, that's good, Cammy. Oh no, I was just saying, yeah, make sure you're doing something. If you can't play soccer, make sure you're doing something else you're enjoying. Well, I just heard that I haven't been able to play soccer, and I was like, I hope you had something else to do that was fun. What games are you playing, mate? What's going on? Right, oh man, I'm awake, God, I swear. But we're gonna have to get this chat going. There's 7 people here, so if you want to talk about whatever. Just no politics, no religion, but we talk about movies, we talk about music, we talk about all sorts, right? It's meant to be just hang out, and but if you ever have a question about mental health, just ask. But beyond that, we just hang out. We don't do any brain rot. I'm just me. Just me. Hello. My name's Mark. I'm from New Zealand. What's in New Zealand? No kangaroos, lots of sheep, lots of cows. Me. Yo, how's it going? Josh Abraham, how are you, my friend? How are you, dude? Where are you from? Well, it's a bit quiet in here tonight. Usually it's busy, so you can hear the kids in here this evening, but that's all right. It picks up soon enough. Kangaroo. Yeah, yep, Need for Speed Heat. Nice. Yep. I always liked I was always into car video games, mate. Mostly Forza Motorsport, but yeah, I've played literally every one of the old Need for Speeds since the first Need for Speed on PC when I was a kid. So no, I love the Need for Speed series. Land of Spice, India, maybe. You're from the land of spice. Fish are friends, not food. I haven't watched Finding Nemo in quite a while. I should watch Finding Nemo. I gotta say, Finding Dory was quite good for a sequel, like rather than Finding Nemo 2 or something. To do a sequel that was Finding Dory, they actually did a good job of that. They didn't butcher it. This was, yeah, nice, bro, nice. How's things over there at the moment, mate? Are you in? Well, what's the season in India at the moment? Is it summer over there, or is it like rally racing games? Yeah. I always liked Dirt 3. I think I played a lot of Dirt 3. I used to play old Colin McRae Rally and stuff back on like a PlayStation 1, that kind of era. Yeah, caravan, man. I'm building my own cabin and stuff. So yeah, I put a caravan on a bare bit of land that was a sheep paddock and built a garage and stuff. Yeah, just chipping away at that. No, I'm not. No, James Reach around. I'm not. Hey, Superfly, good to see you, bro. How are you, mate? Summer, I guess. That's probably a good guess. Fair enough. Yeah, I've been on the road all day and Motorstorm. Oh, mate, Motorstorm. There's a great video on YouTube about Motorstorm by a creator called Noodle. His name is Noodle, Noodle. If you look up the video he did on Motorstorm, it's a really good, really funny video. Yeah, he's real. I actually like his content, that guy. Noodle is his name. Like ramen noodles, you know. Hello. How may I help you? Do I smell like the other dogs I was paying today? Yes, there was a couple of brown Labradors. I let them sniff my hand. I cheated on you, dog. There was 2 brown Labradors. 2 of them. I know. 2 brown Labradors. And I was patting them, and they were licking my hand, and you weren't there. It's a cute guest. Yeah. She'll get kicked off. Are you done sniffing at me? Thanks. Zed, can you stop licking your bed? Right, both dogs are going off apparently at once. Right. We're getting to settle down a bit now. Zed. Oi. Zed's licking his bed to death again, as he does sometimes. Man, so yeah, good man. We've been on the road all day, pretty much. Pulling up that retaining wall. So Yeah, we just literally just got back with the second load. The last of the retaining blocks, I couldn't fit it all in the truck in one run. So yeah, we went back down, got them loaded before dark, and then drove back in the dark. And yeah, g'day Preston, how are you, mate? Preston, you'd have to do better than that, mate. That's quite a good effort, Preston, with the Holden being like a car manufacturer. You'll get some people with that one, but I'm smarter than the average bear, boo boo. Smarter than the average bear, boo boo. Get some picnic baskets. Hello, nice beard. Can you show me? I haven't got much of it. I shaved off my beard about a couple of weeks ago, mate. We only got a little bit of fuzz coming back, and I grow beards pretty slow. Can I show you out? I sure can, mate. Official Stars YouTube. G'day, mate. How are you? Welcome to the channel. What we do here, bro, if anybody's new, is we don't do politics. We don't do religion and arguments. What we do is self-improvement. What we do is just create a place for people to hang out and talk about what's going on in life and where the things they want to aim at and that, right? Without your negative friends or whatever judging you or anything like that. So we just try and have a good chat. G'day, Possum. Do a backflip? Oh, a bit old for backflips, man. I'm 39. I'm a bit decrepit for backflips. 7:55 a.m. Sunday, but sorry I didn't mention the time. It's just about to be 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Sunday here, I believe. Is it Sunday still? Yeah, 7 p.m. Sunday. Yeah, self-improvement. Let's go. That's the idea, man. Is it's just meant to be a vibe for anybody has any questions and stuff or whatever. Anybody struggling with depression, anxiety, anything like that. How much to buy a beard trimming so I can glue it to me bald head? I'll just pay the shipping, bro. Just pay the shipping. I don't know. I don't think I want to be sending my hairs all over the planet. I'll get framed for something. Yeah, we're the first in the world to see the new day here in New Zealand, mate. So yeah, 7 p.m. Sunday here. I'm in the future. Do a barrel roll. Oh, not after today, mate. Pulling out retaining wall blocks and stuff. No barrel rolls tonight, mate. Aliens are real. I noticed you remember. I'm guessing you got gifted a membership because you mostly made they're very on the edge troll comments. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether you yet. So a cartwheel, that's easy, mate. I'm 39 years old in May. Like I can't do no cartwheels. Or I can't do that. Hang on. No, I can't. Hang on. No, see, like my fingers won't do it. I'm trying to do live long and prosper now. I can't. No, I can't do it. My fingers are too springy. The only thing I can do with my fingers is I can do this. I can do.
Settle.
I usually have to put the pinky over first. Slip that one.
Stop it.
Yeah, I can do that. How's that? It's the best I can do back for you, mate. Oh, stop harassing your mother. Stop harassing your mother. Crazy dog. Crazy dog. Just, hey. Stop harassing your mother. Calm. Settle. 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 Settle down a bit. You settle down. Settle down. I know. You're full of beans. I know. Okay. Your bed now. Go on. Which click? What the? 40 is not 80. Oh, I don't know. What's that sign? What click am I claiming? Hard work. Hard work. Yeah. Grinder. It's the grind gesture, I suppose. Grind set or something. Lightwood's found the emojis again. I don't know why are we talking about LeBron James. How did we get onto that? No, I can't say red green turtle. I don't want to say something like that. I don't know what it means, mate. So I ain't doing that. We've got a lot of trolls here this evening, haven't we? What's going on? YouTube. I don't want trolls. YouTube algorithm. I don't want trolls. We do self-improvement. We try and help people. Mental health and discipline chat. That's the idea. Nobody cares. Hello, mate. How are you? I care, mate. I care. I care about you, mate. Right, back at you too, Mr. Possum. Gary's out there. Gary, the channel mascot possum, who lives in the garage. He's out there getting smart. Oh, bit of a slow start this evening, guys. Usually, usually the chat picks up a bit quicker. What are we talking about? Where's everybody gone? Usually got 20 people here by now, 15, 20 people. Where's everybody gone? What are you all doing? How dare you have lives on the weekend and not be here? Hmm? Got a male mutant plant in my garden. I'm so happy, more seeds. She's the gardener expert. What? Male mutant plant. Do you mean the plant is a mutant plant, or the plant is mutated and given you more seeds? What kind of plant is it? Oh, nice. Yeah, tomato plants, yeah. No, not that, Brett. No, same thing that Modern's talking about there. No, not at all. Not at all. No, I'm not doing that. Not at all, mate. Yeah, tomato plants. I had some flatmates once many years ago, about 20 years ago. I had some flatmates that were from Brazil, right? And they ran the flat. I just had a room, right? And one day there was a flat. I didn't know they had anything. I was never into weed or anything back then, and I didn't really know what they had going on, right? And then one day there was going to be an inspection of the house, so they loaded up their station wagon with all the plants, and they all appeared out of the garage, and they were like, "Oh, I don't give a shit, whatever." And they all they tied tomatoes all over them. They literally went and bought bags of tomatoes and just tied tomatoes all over them, and then just drove them in broad daylight down the highway. Because who the fuck's going to pull over a wagon full of tomato plants on the highway? I thought that was quite funny. No, I don't know that song. No, but yeah, Modern. Yeah, that's yeah, hiding in plain sight, bro. Yeah, that's what that was their solution. Yep, that's what they did. Caravan, mate, caravan. I'm building a cabin out there. What's my body count? Oh man, can't say. All these cabin projects and things, mate. I don't know. It depends who comes around when I've dug a hole for a post, I suppose. It really annoyed me one day. There's one guy locally who's an absolute scumbag, rips everybody off, robs farmers. Like, he broke into my neighbour's shed through the back, walked through the forest, broke into their shed and stole their bloody chainsaws, right? And he always stops by trying to linger around the property and that. You know, the one day he didn't stop by when we put in the gate post. We put in post holes like this wide, like 3 meters deep. And at the end of that day, I was like, damn, the one day he doesn't stop by when I keep telling him don't stop by. Can't win them all, eh? But I do know what the guy meant, but no, it's not a conversation to be had. Tomato plant, something would work here to say, was it? Even sitmate running to me, asked about. No, yep. Doesn't sound like I drink my tea, catch up next room. Yeah, sweet on. Yeah, take some time, just have a vibe, bro. I agree. I love doing that, man. I've been doing that a few nights lately, and just on the day, just remembering to put some music on, and just enjoy myself a bit, bro. Have a bit of a vibe, you know. I don't understand you. What language do you speak? English, mate. Where are you from, Milo? But you'll pick up on the accent, mate. You'll dial it in. You'll dial it in over time. Hello, CJM. Good to see you, brother. How are you, man? Hello there tonight. Hello, Tina. How are you, mate? Thank you. Was it you? I pinned your comment, wasn't it, earlier today, Tina? That you'd explained when I was doing the retaining wall what was happening, or was that last? I don't know. I remember I pinned one of your comments. It was very helpful. So thank you, Tina. Sorry, my brain's very burnt out after today was a very long day. Very, very long day. Tomato infused wine a couple of times. Okay, interesting. Hey Nick, good to see you, mate. Yeah, doing all right, doing all right. Just another long day, another long day. But it's all going to pay off. It all pays off over time, right? So we went in. I live streamed it, right? We went and tore apart a retaining wall and did that. That was free. That whole retaining wall was free of a block retaining wall. That's $1,000 a blocks. They have a pool going in. It was it's always whenever you go to the auction sites and it's just like it's like New Zealand like Craigslist, I suppose, right? We use Trade Me. And you go to building supplies and you go lowest buy now price, and people just want gone, they put for $1 buy now. They don't even want the dollar. It's just the lowest price they can put. So you'll get like a whole load of Quila decking that it's going to cost them to take it to the dump. So they just want it gone. They're like $1, take it. These people were putting in a pool. You go to the neighborhood. It's a $3 million house. Oh yeah, just get in there. I'll just go through there, mate. Pull them out. And he just left me to it. I never saw the guy again. I knocked on the door as we left. Oh, thanks, mate. Oh, yeah, all good. Sweet. See ya, right? But it's $1,000 a blocks. So, got myself a free retaining wall. There you go. Yeah, retaining wall one. Yeah, Tina. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah. So, this is what I mean is you don't like, when you can get deals like that, that's $1,000 I don't have to make to buy blocks for a retaining wall. So it can really pay off to like the decking timber. Like if I'd had to buy new decking timber, it would have cost me thousands to put something outside the cabin. So prowl around for deals, guys. If you're ever doing something like this, cabins and stuff, you can make stuff work pretty cheap. My whole deck cost me $1. Do you need a bigger purpose to have discipline? I'd say it would definitely help. Not so much a bigger purpose, just to be aimed at something. I mean, you could call it a bigger purpose, but the thing about discipline is to understand that the difference between discipline and motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Motivation will come for anything you want to do or anything that's a distraction from what you don't want to do. Discipline is facing the stuff you don't want to when you don't feel like doing it. When you feel like crap, you don't feel like doing it, and like you're waiting to feel motivated or waiting to feel better, or you feel that barrier. Discipline is ignoring that in your head and just jumping into it, right? So I always suggest 10 minutes at a time, man. That's all you got to do to get more disciplined is 10 minutes at a time of shit you don't want to do. So when you're like doom scrolling, say, I need to get off here. Oh, I can't be, like, it might be 100-hour long job, but go and try put 10 minutes at it. And that usually will turn into an hour or two or something, right? If you're not into it after 10 minutes and you really can't do it, you can walk away, do something else, right? But that's the best way to build discipline is 10 minutes at a time. Because you're lowering the barrier between you and whatever it is you need to do, right? Sorry, God. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
No, I've got something very deep splintered on my nail I just found. Oh, where's those tweezers? Sorry, guys. I just realised I was digging out that stuff today. I've put something in my finger. Do you know where those orange tweezers went? Sorry, I've lodged something under my nail, guys. Where's those orange ones? Sorry, folks. I will be with you in a moment. I just poked me blimmin'. I went to something's digging deep in there. Because as you saw pulling out the retaining wall, I was hand scooping on the gravel. I'm guessing I got something now. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh, shit. That doesn't look ideal, does it? Oh, man.
Do you need me to shine a light?
Yeah, I think that might be it. No, I think I'll just leave it. It'll be an off-stream solution of it later. I don't think anybody wants to see me try to pull that out of my finger on live. Oh, I will probably get a comment in a moment. Somebody does, but yeah, there's something lodged under the fingernail. Ooh, yeah. We'll light that up properly and have a proper look at it. Hang on. Ooh, that's a. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'll be right. It's hurting a bit, but I'll be right. I'll suck it up for now. Take it out, bro. You're gonna get infected. Yeah, it should. Oh, bloody hell. All right, love. Hold the light, would you, love? Can you come here? Just get the bloody thing. Hang on. Just hold it there. Just stay right there. See that dark bit in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh. There you go, chat. Hang on. That was under my fingernail. Oh, it's gone now. My souvenir. It's gone now. You know, who wants to play Operation? No, it's just a bit of rock, bro. Bit of gravel. Bit of gravel from what we were doing with the retaining wall, because it was all the retaining wall blocks. I live streamed it, right? And we had to hand scoop it all out, and yeah. Got all sorts of grit under my nails. There we go, got that out. Happy days. Look, the crisis is over. Out in the garden right now, first pod and sex have opened up. Nice, mate. How long is the drive from Perth to New Zealand? Well, there's water between, so you can't drive it. Definitely can't drive it, Josh. But I imagine it would be a good... shit, mate. It must be to Perth. It must be about... Must be 5,000-6,000 K, mate. Should be a long way. Thank you for that, Larry. I did as I was told, Larry. So there we go. Keep forgetting your day ahead. How was your day? Yeah, all right, Jenny. All right. Yeah, I did an earlier stream. I'm pulling apart a retaining wall. If you want to check that out at some point later, that's what we've been doing. And then all the blocks wouldn't fit in the truck in one load. So then we unloaded. We were sort of weighing it up, and then I went, look, we'll just unload here. We'll go back down there. We can load up before it's dark, and we'll be good. And then it's just done, right? They didn't mind. They're like, I'll come back anytime in the next couple of weeks. I'm like, oh, we'll just smash it out now. Because you never know what's a couple of weeks away. You know, they're fine, pick up in a couple of weeks, but like maybe something happens in my life in the next week or two, you know, where I think I get too busy. So, you know, yeah, just smashed it out. You ever think about going bald and becoming Agent 44? What's Agent 44 from? I haven't heard of that. What show's that from? You'd have to let me know. I want to go to the Hunter Valley in Australia, find seeds of more mutants. Oh, yeah. We better not talk about all those things too much on here, Modern. We won't go into that too much, but yeah, you can get around, mate. Go explore the world. $7 hours, a long part. It's not far from New Zealand. A cruise ship to take Lisa. Well, to fly from New Zealand to Sydney is like a 2.5, 3 hour flight. So it's a long way, and then you got to cross the whole of Australia from Perth to Sydney, and then you need a 2.5, 3 hour flight. It's a long way, man. It's a long way, mate. No reference hits if you have to explain it. Well, I wondered if it was from the Hitman movies or something like that. I'm not sure, mate. Gonna have a good one. Yeah, sweet as, man. Yeah, sweet as. Well, you can talk about other stuff, Cave. You can talk about other stuff, mate. But yeah, I can't sit here talking about blimmin' mutant strains the whole time either. I gotta be good. Clover said, hi, g'day, Clover. How are you, mate? Top of the morning to you, Bob. Great to see you, Bob. How are you, mate? Take a cruise ship from New Zealand to Sydney. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know. I'd just jump on a plane if I was heading over there. Usually 2 flights to get to Perth from New Zealand. Where are you? Even driving from one side of Oz, the other takes days driving. Yeah. I mean, that would be a heck of a drive, wouldn't it? Going around the whole outside of Australia. I'm not too interested in being days into the outback, but, you know, it'd be a heck of a drive to take a Land Cruiser, you know, do a full lap of Aussie. That'd be good fun, I think. Not bad. Hope you're good. Yeah, I'm going well, Bob. Yeah, going well. Tired, but well accomplished today, mate. And just all week, I've been very tired all week. I've been coming on here pretty drained at the end of my days. But that being said, I'm getting a lot done, so I'm very happy with where I'm at. It's worth being tired for. Take a more chill day tomorrow. Definitely a more chill day tomorrow. Marcos, g'day, mate. How are you, Marcos? Oh, yeah. So, excuse me, guys. I've been coming on here about the last 3 or 4 days. I'm like, hey, guys, evening. I'm trying to still be myself. I'm just a bit more tired. Fair enough, Fred. Fair enough. That was, yeah, I remember the song there. Again, another song title I probably can't say on YouTube, but yeah, that was the song, I Don't Like Monday song. There was a very interesting basis to that song. You have returned. Yes, I noticed. I noticed that, Marcus, by you being present in the chat, that you had returned from the earlier stream. I do appreciate it, mate. How's your bunker coming along there, Marcus? How's your plans? Best behaviour tonight, Marcus. Yeah, Gabrielle's got the crosshair on you a bit there, I think, mate. The mods are keeping a very close eye on you there, Marcus. Balls in your court there, mate. You're stranded on an island. What 2 items are you bringing? Food and a boat. You know, a GPS locator and a fishing rod, maybe. It sounds like, you know, if I'm going to be stranded on an island with 2 items, I need to eat. Water likely wouldn't be a problem, but you know, I've got to be able to eat, and I don't know, maybe a GPS tracker and a box of beer or something, I guess would do, I suppose. You know, as long as you can put on a beacon, you're good. Vinyl copy of Slice of Heaven. I've heard too much. I've heard too much Dave Dobbin while waiting on hold. Right. You want to know something that really pisses me off in 2026, right? You want to know what really pisses me off in 2026 is every call centre to this day, they put you on hold, and it is the worst quality music you've ever heard in your life. Still to this day. I want to know what's going on there. They can put everything else on the phone line, whatever. Why is everything like why? Why do they do this to us? Is it to try and make us hang up or filter the water through my shirt? Really? Salt water. Oh, well, no, you mean fresh water, right? Fresh water. Oh, you can't have salt water. Yeah. Bring it out through your shirt. Does Dave Dobbin have any other decent songs? I wouldn't say that that's a decent song, but yeah, I'm not sure, mate. Not sure. It's very much Dave Dobbin's very much a New Zealand local kind of small time one. G'day, Josh. Does addiction cause mental health or mental health cause addiction? It's all the same thing, really, isn't it? You know, like you can, if you're having mental health struggles and whatever, and you turn to alcohol to mask with and to numb out the feelings, then that, you know, it's kind of, it goes through, you know, you're having mental health problems, then you drink alcohol and whatever, then you numb yourself out and you don't deal with it. So you haven't fixed the problem and you're out drinking and stuff and you're hungover and that creating more problems. So then it affects your mental health more, right? This is, yeah, I'd say that would be the catalyst, Jenny. Yeah, it's usually a mental health thing. You know, there's something going on where people reach out for that. And saying that, like, I knew people where at 18, 19 or whatever, like, they didn't have a care in the world. They were happy and, like, you know, they were happy all through school. They were just, like, chill like that. And then it was just at parties, it's like they started to try different things, right? Because it was, oh, why not? But, yeah, I don't know. Watch the whole World Cup. Shit. How many hours of your life do you lose to watch the whole World Cup? I want to know. I want to know how, between all the games and then all the commenting on social media and stuff and all the talking about on YouTube Live and that, how many hours of your life have you just lost to following the World Cup? I want to know. Let me know. Yeah, oi, Tam, you can do you. Life is self-assignment, man. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do or how to live, right? I'm not here to like, if you want to live your way, go for it, right? Everybody has their own way. I'm certainly not here to make everybody believe everything I believe or something like that, right? We're just chatting. So, if you do what you think is best for you, my friend. How did you know it's going tonight? Marcus, you're always here, mate. You're always here. You're reliable. Yeah, Danny. Yeah. All right. Well, everybody's all right. I gotta sort of over here. That's kind of the idea with on here. I've been good. I haven't really had any today. I had a little tiny bit this morning, but yeah, just worked all day in that. I prefer to have it at night, right, when I'm just winding down and just, when I need to function and get stuff done, I find it really gets in the way. It's in the way of productivity. Sometimes it can work really well when I'm really good in that state, but yeah, the missus there, the missus behind me, she does a really good job of if I'm leaned over here, she'll lean one way, and if I'm here, she kind of leans forward. But that's the missus there. Yeah, that's the missus. That's Susie. She's you'll see her in chat sometimes. Venom Susie. She does occasionally appear. She appears there occasionally too. Sometimes you'll see the eyes over the shoulder. She just pops up. She was giggling away most of the way on the drive today because we got 3 seats in the front of that Toyota Diner. And we're thinking about it today, and I was like, well, why don't you just sit in the middle right next to me? So she was just leaned on me. I got my arm around her, cruising down the highway, mate. Got my arm around me girl on the centre bench seat. Rather than her all the way over there, I'm sitting there cuddled up with me girl and arm around her, and yeah, me old truck. That's what the cover. I made it the photo for the stream. If you look at the thumbnail for the stream, you might not be able to look at it until after. I don't know. Yeah, it's us in the truck. You able to see it from there now? If you go to my channel,
Yeah.
you go to live tape.
On your channel.
Gives a look.
I'm just watching the stream from here.
Gives a look. There we go. This is the thumbnail for this stream. You see, it's us out in the truck today. Oh, hang on. There's Susie on the old bench in the middle there. Here's me being fucking myself. Yeah.
Try to take a nice photo.
Hey, there's some nice photos in there too.
Cute, yeah.
There's a couple of nice ones in there too. I got the stereo working on the. I got the radio in there working. The radio button's all sticky and horrible on it to get stuck. It didn't turn on. But today I got it turned on. We had Radio Hauraki going, which is the best New Zealand radio station. Is How long have I been living here? Oh, about 3 years in the caravan, man. Or unless you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Back pain's been really bugging me lately. Yeah, Jenny. Yep. Jenny, I would say just really, really try reduce sugar and carbohydrates if the back pain's really getting to you. Try and get that inflammation down. That'd be my best suggestion, mate. Just try and avoid really ultra processed foods. You could have some carbohydrates and stuff, but just try and avoid the really processed stuff. Will help you out a lot. It's easy. It is. Everyone's saying hello. It's a lovely photo of you two. Yeah, we definitely got some better ones on the road, but me, I like to pull silly faces. Well, we had 30 likes as well. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, Susie's a bit quiet today. We're pretty bloody tired today, to be honest. We're doing all right. Oh, hello, love. Hello, love. No, it's very nice. I was very content, even crawling up the hill at 30 miles an hour. The biggest hill with all the bricks in it, I was able to get up the hill at 30 mile an hour, and it's like a 70 mile an hour zone, right? Literally, it's a 110 kilometer an hour road. And the biggest hill, we're in third gear, doing about 4,000 rev, going screaming the Toyota Diner with about a ton, just over a ton of bricks on the back of it. So that was good fun. You think he's on perk? No, not on anything, mate. No, none of that. No, I have ADHD and autism. I'm like this every day. No, I get all the fun for free, man. I get all the fun for free. It's great. The natural blessings of ADHD and autism, and rather than I spent my life trying to fit in, right? Everyone said, oh, why can't you just be normal, whatever? And I figured out that if I'm just myself and do life my way, and I come on YouTube as myself without a character in that here we are. Just kidding, handsome. Oh, thanks, mate. You're really handsome and chill. Oh, thank you, mate. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give me a like. We're trying to grow. Well, do you know how close we are to 2,000 subs, guys? Do you know how close we are? Yesterday we hit 1,982 subs. I got from 1,700 subs to 1,900 subs. Took a week. 1,900 subs to 2,000. YouTube suddenly, all of a sudden, the moment I get remotely near 1,000 subs or 1,500 or 2,000, every 500 subs, YouTube, literally, I don't know who it feeds my stream to, but it goes down to like 2 subs a stream. So I'm grinding away here, trying me best, mate, to get some subscribers. We're nearly at 2,000. So if you want to help out my channel, do subscribe. We're close. How many are we at? Oh, I was probably not going to tell you the exact number because you're viewing from there. Does it say what?
1.98.
1.98k. So we're somewhere in the 1980 something subs. So I changed the poll and just farm subscribers tonight. I don't usually mention it. I try to be good. I've lost me lighter.
Not surprised.
What do you mean not surprised? Don't embarrass me in front of my friends. I'll cry. You know, Scott Dixon and Scott McLaughlin. Well, I don't know them personally. I know of them. I know of their reputations as drivers. Yeah. Shane Van Gisbergen arriving in NASCAR is hilarious. To every Australian and every New Zealander, SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen, showing up in America was hilarious. The funniest part was the Americans trying to pronounce his name. They're like Shane Van Gisbergen and whatever. They're all trying to. They're like Shane Van Gisbergen, whatever. They couldn't say it. But yeah, all these NASCAR fans were like, "Oh, he just won one street race." And I remember commenting at the time, I'm like, "Guys, you have no idea what's been unleashed upon you with SVG and NASCAR. Like that guy's just going to win everything you've got." To give him time, they're like, "Oh, he won't figure out ovals this and that." I'm like, "He will." You watch, yeah. It's quite funny that they, everyone, it's all the videos are there, all his racing history is there, and it's like the American NASCAR fans are just like, no, he's not that good. It's like, you haven't watched the guy drive for 20 years in every race, man. As I used to watch a lot of V8 supercars and that, but yeah, these days, don't watch any of it. Thank you for that, President Obama, and I hope you have a good evening with your husband, Michael, there. You have a good one, mate. How does Susie keep her hair so healthy? I want my hair to shine like hers does. Diet would be my opinion.
What? Don't diet?
No, diet.
Ah.
She's asking why your hair's so shiny. Her hair's shiny. The same reason the dog's coats are shiny, the same reason my hair's shiny, is avoid vegetables and avoid lots of carbohydrates. Lots of meat, lots of fats. Lots of fats. Steak, bacon, butter. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes we I don't know. I don't know. Fuck's sake.
Like oil on your scalp.
Yeah, well, everyone's sitting here laughing at the moment at you being like, "Oh, diet," and it's not that kind of diet. Diet. We wonder why it's so difficult for people to learn bloody English. It all sounds the same. You'll say we all look the same. Everything you'll say in English, you'll have the same word for mean 5 different things. It's stupid. Like Alaska have 20 names for snow. Good evening from California, Firewater Phoenix. Hey, mate, how are you? Great to have you here, bro. We love having Californians in the chat, bro. Yeah, I'm working on my California accents more. We're working on that one. This is Natalia. This is my sister. She live in here. Yeah, she's staying here when I am streaming. When I'm not on stream, she go to cage outside. I give her a water ball, a blanket. She get magazine with a royal family to look at. Keep her happy. Keep her quiet. Dogs stay inside with me. Yes. Doing good? Your hair good? Nice, mate. Nice, mate. She ain't me sister. She's yeah, I don't love. Can I just state my back is so... all those bloody retaining wall blocks were like 80 fucking pounds each in weight. 80 pounds. She could barely even lift one. My back. Oh, you love me to bits, don't you? Look at the love. Look at see the love in her eyes, this girl. 20 years of suffering to meet this fucking woman. 20 years of shit I went through, you know that? 20 years of thinking, fuck, it's never going to fucking work, is it? But here we are. It's good. She's younger than me. She can look after me into my old age. I've already told her that. I said, yeah, I'm going to get old and decrepit. You got to keep looking after me when I'm old. I'm old, Greg. All right, what are we talking about now? What's going on? Anybody from Texas? We get lots of people from Texas in here, apparently. Anybody from Texas? Anybody from India? Anybody from the China? We got anybody from Ireland in here? Does anybody know Conor McGregor? Got anybody from England, yeah? Packet of crisp, lovely jubbly. Tea in a crumpet. T-Mola. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. Thank you. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Asking her how she is. She's good, mate. Yeah, she's good. She's living the dream, mate. Not a China, but my family from Taiwan. Oh, Taiwan. People from Taiwan, more sort of quiet, good people. BC Canada, can't do the Canadian accent worth a damn. I've got to work on that. I'll work on that for you. I've got to learn a Canadian accent, eh? Canadian accent, eh? Do some logging, eh? I'll have to work on it. I'll have to work on a Canadian one. I've got to find that. Oh no, I was talking to you. I didn't even see her. Yeah. She says, yeah. Sometimes people are just like, they see this much. They're like, is that a dog in the background? That is what kind of dog is this? That's a tortoise. It's in Borat as well, you know. What kind of dog is this? That's a tortoise, sir. Try a Scottish. I could do a bit of Scottish. A wee bit. Aye. A wee bit Scottish. Can't do it too good. I warmed up the Elmo the other day. I'll try to do the Elmo, but I usually fuck up the Elmo. Okay, I really always screw up the Elmo. Elmo loves you! I can also do Furby. You remember Furbies, right? They always used to creep you out. 4 years later in your wardrobe. 4 years later in your wardrobe at a friend's house, you know, a Furby would start talking in the bloody wardrobe. Go, yum. Anybody watch Little Britain? Anybody watch Little Britain, you know? Andy, how'd you get up the tree? I fell. Yeah, no. Just marry me. Nah, I'm marrying her, mate. You're too late. I'm sorry. She's marrying me, mate. Streaming isn't working for me. It works great, mate. I got 180 members now, mate. 180 members. I only got monetized last month. It's great. Streaming is really working for me, to be honest. I love it, man. What are you doing? Oh, wait. All you do is talk shit in people's channels. Wait, you don't have a channel, do you? You don't do anything, do you? You don't do anything for anybody, do you? Go clean your room like your mum asked and fuck off. How do you marry people? Get a job. This is one of my jobs, mate. I'm at work right now. Look, you have a job. You're telling me to get a job. I'm here doing my job. Look, I don't come into your work and knock the sailors' cocks out of your mouth. So don't come in here interrupting me. All right? Mutt? You mutt. You make money. Good for you, mate. Good for you. It's a shame you don't have respect for other people. Mate. You can make you could be making millions of dollars a year, bro. I'd still think you were a dick if you come into people's chat talking like that. You're 30 streaming. I'm 39 actually. Get my life in order. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm building my own house. That's what I'm in a caravan. I'm building my own house. I've already built a 6-car garage. I'm building my own house. This is my 24-year-old wife here, mate. So I'm doing pretty good at 39. How about you, mate? You having a good one? Good to hear from you. Thanks for your comments, mate. You're 40, bro. No, I'm 39. I'm not quite 40. I'm 40 in May next year, mate. My goals by the time I'm 40 next year is to have my house finished that I'm building myself. With no experience, really. I'm just figuring it out. Building a couple of cabins, mate. I've built a 6-car garage already and most of one cabin. And, yeah. Build cars, got my dream motorbike, got my dream truck, got my dream girl. I'm doing good, mate. So how about you, mate? How's my mum feel? Oh, my mum loves my channel, mate. My mum actually pops into the channel sometimes. She doesn't chat, but my mother does actually pop by the channel. Checking on her wee boy. Hey, wee boy. She loves me very much, me ma. I'm gonna get when I get rich on YouTube, I'm gonna get a new caravan for me ma. Periwinkle blue curtains, new caravan for me ma. I reckon the rabbit gets fucked. You're so lame. It's cool, man. Thank you for playing. Thank you for the engagement. Much appreciated. Show some respect for the bloke who pays your bills. Or I'm the bloke who pays my bills. The trolls are awakened tonight. Yeah, that's how it goes. I'm eating corn. Do you know what corn is? It's a vegetable. Yeah, I don't eat vegetables really, Jim Bob. Only vegetable I've been eating lately, I got a penchant for pickles. I've been really into pickles lately. Just thinking about them. So moist, tasty. Yeah, it's an interesting one tonight, Jenny. Of course, it's the day I've been driving for 6 hours today. I've torn out a retaining wall, right? Been down to the city. I've been to the city twice. Gone in the morning, torn out a retaining wall, come back, unloaded it all, gone out, got the rest of it, come back, and I was literally backing the truck in the driveway when I came live, because I won't live while driving, right? But I backed in the drive and like, I'm on here. I was a little bit late for everyone, so I've turned up. Am I homeless? Yes. Where am I from? I'm homeless in New Zealand. Yes. Pizza is healthy because it has tomato and olive oil. Yeah, olive oil ain't really healthy for you, mate. Butter, my friend. Butter. Better for you. Sorry to hear. No, all right, mate. No, we're building our own house here, mate. Building a couple of cabins to live in. Oh yeah, Jenny, I'm dead set serious. Yeah, I'm serious. The reason I went to a carnivore diet, Jenny, was I couldn't sleep in winter. I'd broken my hip about 8 months earlier, and I couldn't sleep the next winter. So yeah, I went to a pure carnivore diet and lost all my joint pain of every kind, right? Because it's all inflammation. Your body gets inflamed by all of it. That's why you'll see here, like, you'll see I got like very low like fat in my face. Everything's just bone. I used to, when I was up 40 pounds, my cheeks were out blooming here, All of this was out as far as past, out to my fingers there was where my face was. You go to eat clean, mate. Yep. Look into, Jenny, look into Dr. Shawn Baker with a W. SHAWN. Dr. Shawn Baker, and his stuff about carnivore diet. And watch like podcasts of him sitting with like Joe Rogan or something, and that'll teach you sort of all you need to know. I like the taste. What way do you eat the corn, Jim? You eat it the long way? Home is a construct. You're houseless. All right. Fair enough. I believe it, says Anthony. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, no worries, Jenny. I don't go pure carnivore now. I actually intentionally stay out of ketosis now because I had to eat so much steak and butter and stuff to stay in keto and actually get enough food in, and it can be quite expensive, right? So I just try and reduce carbohydrates. That being said, I'm having some potato chips tonight and that. But yeah, cutting down sugar and try and have carbs that are less processed, right? Barely digest corn. Very little nutritional value. Yeah, I think the best thing for corn these days is when they make ethanol out of it. They make fuel out of it, right? Corn fuel. That E85 gas, boy. Make it go fast and make you go sideways, boy. I drifted my Toyota Dyna today. I was on a roundabout in the wet, and I clutch kicked that bitch in third gear. Damn, I slid that Julie truck sideways, boy. We're good. She giggled. She's giggling now just thinking about it. Do you mean an air fryer? We've just got a just an electric frying pan in here, man. So no, we haven't got an air fryer yet. We have been people have been saying air fryers are pretty good. I haven't looked into them yet. Made them from scratch? What have you been making from scratch there? We're talking about corn tortillas. Or apparently the topic is now corn. Jim Bob. God bless you all from Cal. Thanks, Cal. But yeah, from New Zealand, guys. From New Zealand. If anybody's wondering. What do you reckon? Well, we hit 2,000 subs tonight. What do you reckon? Let's touch the poll here. Hey, Moist, how are you, mate? Good to see you.
What, you need a scarlet chicken?
Oh, I could go some of it, love, yeah. I like the garlic one more than the chili, the one I got. You ever tried corn with mayo and hot sauce? No, I've honestly, like the last 20 years, I've barely eaten vegetables. I'm dead serious. But yeah, I've never been a cook up a lot of vegetables person. Had it all as a kid. Mum used to make stir fries and this and that. I had a lot of vegetables as a kid, but no, I found out, I didn't like them, and I found out why I didn't like them, because vegetables are toxic to humans, so I stopped eating them. The one vote we have on the poll is the no. Okay, thanks for that, mate. I tried, chat. I tried. We've been sitting in the 1,900 subscribers for usually 100 subs on here. It takes about a week. I've been stuck between 1,900 and 2,000 subs for about 4 weeks now. So if anybody wants to help me get me over that edge, I would appreciate it. For the Nordic diet, Vikings ate mostly vegetables and bread, little meat and sugar. Interesting. Oh man. Oh, my back is so sore after lift. Like, it's not too sore. Like, it would be a lot more sore if I was inflamed from carbohydrates. So I'm doing all right. But yeah, I've had some chips and stuff tonight. My back sore from lifting 80-pound blocks all day. Oh, not all day, but driving and. So this is how my weekends usually go, right? I never really have a day off or weekend off, because I just do everything myself and building the property. And there's really no days off. Sometimes I'll take one, maybe in the middle of the week. I'll just take a day and go to the beach. I need to go fishing. Chat. I haven't been fishing in like 10 years now. I need to go fishing again. Used to always enjoy that. Go down off the rocks and. I need to go fishing, but I need to get myself a new fishing rod, and it's not the priority. But with my motorcycle broken at the moment, and no fishing, and I don't really play video games anymore, and that I'm like, I need to get. I need an outdoor activity to do at the moment. But we'll get the motorbike sorted. I'm going to fix up that black motorbike we got running, because I blew up the ZX14. So the new Kawasaki, I blew up the motor in. So we'll ride the old 1200, but I got to get some tires put on it. Ew, I don't know on that one there, Marcus. Doesn't sound ideal. It doesn't. Fermented fish. Apparently the Vikings ate fermented fish. It's concerning. Chat's gone quiet, guys. What am I meant to do here, hey? What are we talking about? What's a good topic at the moment? Apparently we're talking about Vikings and corn and... Oh, I don't know, chat. Does bring me back to thinking about, what was that one? When you drive, be careful, you might hit a giant parrot native to New Zealand. They can't fly, Marcus. Yeah, they're called Kevins, man. They had one in the movie Up. Yeah, there's all these Kevins everywhere. Big stripy giant parrots. That's what it is, Marcus. Yeah, I would have thought so there, Anthony. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know. Trying to find the Scary Movie film. I believe it's called Scary Movie. Let's talk about Doomsday Preppers. Okay, I'll talk about Doomsday Preppers. Pointless. You know, you want some food around. You want to be prepared if there's like mass rolling power cuts and shit. If there's lockdowns happen again and stuff, and you don't want to be in the rush of crazy people and everyone goes and takes all the toilet paper off the shelves, right? Amongst all the idiots. So yeah, you want to have a food stock of some tinned goods and stuff aside. But like, I think it's ridiculous for people to be like, I'm going to survive years in the apocalypse. And like, they've had people like that on those hoarding TV shows. There was this blonde-haired lady. She must have been like 70 something, right? And she's out in the country in America, and she's like, oh, I've got supplies here. I've got enough supplies here. When everything goes down, I've got hoarding all the stuff for decades to feed like 100 people for 20 years and whatever. And everybody's going to be nice and lovely. That's not how it goes down, guys. You got to understand that if you're a prepper and you're opening your doors, like 100 people are going to come live with you, and you're going to have like some community and everything's going to be great. It's like, no, there's going to be packs of people pulling up and they're just going to take everything and move on to wherever, right? That's how the end of the world would go, right? People are going to group up together, and then you're going to get 100 people show up at a property, and like, you know, these people hoard up all this equipment, all these supplies. Like, I'm going to help people in the apocalypse. It's like, no, you just be
a target.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing in the apocalypse. If the world is burning and it's every man for himself and whatever, I'm not going to be sitting here forever stocking up my own shit. Go find the person who's gone and stocked it all for you. Not that I'm that way. I've never been a criminal or nothing, never stolen nothing. But you know, if the world goes to that point, that's how it's going to be. You know, you take away lawlessness. It's not going to be the thing people think it would be. Best not to advertise what you have. Yeah, well, I've got about 3 tins of corn. If anybody wanted about 3 tins of corn, it's not really worth the trip. It's not worth the fuel to get here. Lawlessness sucks. Yes. We live in a society. Kind of scared me. Yeah. But yeah, I do suggest, you know, don't worry too much about the world. Marcus is talking about building bunkers and things. He's a bit of a troll, this Marcus, but just live your damn life. Don't worry about what country's going to whatever with who, and this might happen and that might happen. Oh, all right. They've been doing this for decades. The Cold War went on for decades. People have been worried for decades about them laying a nuke somewhere. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter what's happening with who's invading who. You just go about your life, mate. Don't worry about it. You all get all stressed out over nothing. You're going to spend a whole heap of time worrying and then prepping, and that's a waste of time, mate. Better go for me, not anyone else. He could grow corn on his new farm. I know, the way I see it is, who would want to survive it? Think of it this way. If you're going to build a bunker because there's potential nuclear warfare on Earth, why are you going to want to survive that? All the nukes go off and you live underground for 10 years. Like, what world are you coming back out into? You know, Marcus said he's going to repopulate the Earth, was his theory. I think Marcus's plan to find a woman is he's hoping the apocalypse happens. Good luck. Susie said good luck, Marcus, on that one. With how you like trolling the chat. She sees all your comments. She said good luck. Even the apocalypse, you might not find a woman. Even if you're the last man on Earth, Marcus, you may not find a woman who wants to repopulate the Earth with you. If you were the last man left in your bunker, you may doom the human species. So we've got to work on you, Marcus. We'll get you there, mate. Tello, thanks. Marcus says thanks, darling. Most welcome, Marcus. All fun and jokes till shit's fan here.
Wasps and leather. Okay. Okay, Stu. I don't know where the conversation's going. We're just rolling with it at the moment. I'm too overtired. The movie The Book of Eli is a good interpretation of the last days of an apocalypse lifestyle. All right, I have seen that on Netflix or something. I just didn't watch it. Oh, what was on Netflix? What did I mention today, darling? I saw something on there. Oh, it's gonna bug me now. There's something that I spotted on. Yeah, you're just drawing a blank. I am too. There's something I saw on Netflix this morning. I saw the thing pop up. I was like, oh, that's on there again. Oh, I've got to watch that. I can't remember for the life of me what it is. Sounds like you're saying dickheads when you say decades. Yeah, decades. Decades and decades. I've been building a deck for my caravan. I've been building a cabin, right? So I got some decking timber. I've been building a deck. Next, I'm going to get some deck stain. I'm just going to really like mop it into the deck. Really get in there hard into my deck with the deck stain, yeah. Yep. Curse my accent. I swear, I was going to come on YouTube. I was just going to talk like I was from Texas. I was going to, from day one, I decided to do a real genuine channel too, but I could have just pulled it off. I should have just come on here and talked like I was from Texas. I could have kept that shit up forever. None of y'all would have ever known. You never would have figured it out. JD, how are you? Hey, brother, how are you, man? Yeah, doing good, man. How about yourself, bro? How about yourself? How are you going? I was planning to do building tutorials on my channel. You could do that. You could do that, Marcus. There's an audience for everything, right? Hey, Linksford, good to see you, bro. How's it going? Oh, shattered, bro. Found a free block retaining wall on Trade Me. You know, $1. Come take it away. The thing was, had to take it away. And they're like these textured, retaining wall blocks about, big, they're like that deep, that wide. They're like blimmin' 40 kilo each, mate. They're about 80 pound a block. So we had to make 2 trips in the truck. And literally, yeah, we got back. I was still back in the truck in the driveway and I was late to live. So I'm like, oh, I'll just go live. And here we are. So no, I haven't had any dinner yet. Oh, I had some chips and dip for dinner on the road. Susie was sitting next to me in the middle seat on the front bench of the truck, feeding me chips with dip. So I'm well looked after. He's a Kiwi. I am a Kiwi. Yep. Hanging in there. Where are you from? JD from NC. You're saying NC, is that North Carolina? I'm from New Zealand, man. New Zealand, yeah. Long way away. I think you've been here before, JD. I'm sure you have. Yeah, hang in there. That's all we got to do, right? You hang in there each day. So, not every day is a good day, right? Some days you just feel like shit, but it's if you can keep moving forward on those days, things flow along all right, mate. Seal up the deck with some white cork. Yeah, I did make the spacing on the deck a bit tight. Like it keeps building up some water on one part of it because a bit of mud got in the cracks in it, and now it pulls water a bit. So I may have to space the boards out a bit different. I'll probably just come to think of it, just as a solution, I'll probably just run probably run like a 1/4-inch drill bit just between the boards and bore some holes along, just so you won't notice it down the sides of the boards, but it'll help it drain a bit better. Figure it out as we go. How's things going, Links for you? How's things going over on your channel, man? Hope you're doing well. I've been so flat out. I feel so bad because I'm barely catching any mate streams or anything. I always try and support everyone, but I also was spending so much time watching everybody's streams and videos that I wasn't getting enough done. So now I'm just smashing through it. I'm live a lot more myself now as well. So, but yeah, I want to catch some more mate streams. I'm awake, I swear. I'm wide awake, chat. I'm wide awake. I'm here. We're good. NC is North Carolina, you're right. Every day is not a good day, but we learn from it to make the next one better. Yeah, when I'm having those hard days, JD, I just remember, it may not be an amazing, really good day, but it's not a really shit day, right? So those days in the middle between the really good days and the really shit days, appreciating those more when it's just like, hey, like today went all right, like you can find a lot of joy in that when you just be like, man, some other poor bastard has it worse today. Somebody else is having, there's millions of people having a worse day than you. If your day went all right and was nothing remarkable and you just plod along, it's like, well, it beats the day like hundreds of millions of people will be having a worse day than you. So gratitude goes a long way, right? Just get to go on the journey. Get to go on the journey in life, mate. That's the meaning of life. Go on the journey. As I mentioned often on here, 3 billion people on Earth still don't have the internet. They're living in mud huts and shit. How far away are they from any ambition you have? What kind of problems does that person have on a daily basis that they're like, walking 3 miles to put a jug of water on their head, they got no internet, no nothing, they're never going to own a car or nothing. They don't even know cars exist, some of them, See how it goes. Oh, we got a bit of ProBio mango. Can I finish that off? Yeah. Oh, yeah. A bit of pure juice there will help refresh me. Get some. Back to the subject of corn. Oh, corn. Corn's good. Yeah, Marcus. Corn. Apparently everyone wants to talk about corn. Walkabout. What do you mean a walkabout? How you going there, Dirty? Do I ever get burnout? Yeah, definitely, man. I'm on the edge of burnout now, essentially, right? So I definitely know that if I try and the pace I've done all week, I've been like real hard grinding all week. I know if I do that tomorrow, I'm already like just that drain, that precursor, right? So rather than push through and fully burn myself out tomorrow, I will take a more chill day. I'll still get stuff done because otherwise I guilt trip myself like I didn't get fuck all done today. But I will dial it down a lot. And because it's just understanding that point where like if I keep trying to do this for another 2 or 3 days, I'm gonna like start to burn out, right? So yeah, stepping off before you totally burn out. The 4 days of work and then the 4-day crash of depression. The 4 days of work and the 4-day crash of depression. You feel you're stuck in that loop you can never get out of. Just when you feel it's starting to take its toll, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself and just dial it back a little. Have you tried marshmallows with mustard? Marcus, what is wrong with you, man? I mean, I love you being here, man, but you say some stuff, man, that I could just never fathom. Marshmallows with mustard. That's just that ain't right, man. The fuck? Marcus, were you and Billy Madison by chance? Your reaction to the comments was hilarious. Oh, JD, sometimes, man, I'm just like, oh, fuck. Some of the stuff that gets said in it, Marcus, we listen, but we don't judge. We listen, but we don't judge. I like it, mate. Aussie Ninja says, my one trick to avoid burnout is showering in the dark with a candle. Sounds gay, but it works good. Refresh for the nervous system. I completely agree, mate. I have no shame in admitting when I've been flatting and stuff and had a bathtub, mate, I have no shit, stressed out of my mind and shit. Get a real nice, real hot bath going. Slip into it with some Epsom salts, mate. Epsom salt to ease up the back. That's the best money you'll ever spend is a bath bomb of Epsom salts. Get some candles on, mate. Put on some Enya. I've done it. It's great, mate. Yeah, just zone out and just sit there soaking it. But yeah, you ever done Epsom salt baths that loosen up all your joints and everything, man? Soaking that. So just go to a pharmacy or whatever. Some supermarkets have it, right? If you haven't heard of it, anybody? If you want a good bath, Jenny, if Jenny's still here, you want to relax your back and soften everything up and your back's tight, everything's tight. It's what athletes do, right? It's what I do after a motorbike track day. Get yourself a bath bomb of Epsom salt. Sometimes you can buy a bag of it that's like 3 baths worth. Get your bath going, get your Epsom salt in there, lay in there, and you'll feel it like fizz on your, literally like fizz on your back, tingle on your muscles. Stay in there, soaking it for like an hour. You'll feel $1 million after that. Yep. I do love a good candlelit bath, mate. Don't get me wrong. I remember sitting in that old flat where we were allowed to smoke. I remember sitting in those baths, man, having Epsom salts in there, like cigarettes, having a joint. I used to sit there with whiskey as well in the bath, and you know I've stopped drinking now, but that's what I was doing back in the day. You have a nice bath, wind down, you know, whiskey, a joint, and a few cigarettes, and an Epsom salt bath, mate, and that'd turn me into like a squid just laying there in bed, just like, oh yeah, oh perfect. You know those if anybody knows the trick, I'd love to know, because you know how sometimes you have showers in life that are just incredible. Like you can spend 10 minutes in the shower, whatever. Or you take your time, sit in the water, and sometimes it's just like I literally like to sit on the floor of the shower and just sometimes let the water soak over me. I'm not like regretting my life choice or nothing, but I like to just sit there for a moment. And sometimes it works really well, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sort of refreshed a bit, I'm clean, whatever. But sometimes you have a shower, and you know how you get out of the shower, and it's just like, man, like I actually feel refreshed. I actually feel like alive, and you actually feel like euphoric. How do you get that? Because it only happens sometimes. Sometimes I'm in the water and I'm just like stressed out and stuff and I can't relax. Other times, yeah, I can just hop out of the shower. I'm just like, man, like once a year I have a shower. I'm like, oh man, I actually just feel like real refreshed now, real good. I might need more mods at this rate. Might do, yeah, real. I don't want to strain you, mate. Don't worry too much about it. I ignore most of it. Like most of it you can leave because I just ignore it. But it does start to when they spam a whole heap and just take over the chat with it, then we throw them out. Peanut butter on a cheeseburger. What is wrong with you people? Peanut butter on a cheeseburger sounds like something a pregnant woman would ask for. Yeah, no, pregnant women have crazy food cravings in there. It said peanut butter on a cheeseburger. What the? Is this the United States? No, I'm not in the United States, but you might have been replying to somebody else. Burnout like from stress and exhaustion. Yeah, Anthony, yeah. Yep, that's what we're talking about, mate. Yeah. When it feels like it's the end of the world and you feel King Kong coming for you. It's nice. There's a reason the ladies do. I agree with the Aussie Ninja. As I say, man, I just do like I just do a genuine, real channel, guys. I'm not like any of these other streamers on here. They're like, hey, like putting on an act. I'm just fucking me. I think that's the best value I can have on YouTube is just be myself, have a good chat, and it makes me relatable if I'm normal rather than you scrolling something. I'm like, hey guys, like everything's wonderful. It's like, mate, some days are shit. We had 40 likes as well. What do you reckon, guys? We're gonna hit 2,000 subs tonight. You know, for the last couple of months, up until the last 2 weeks, I've been getting about 2 subs a day. Right? The same thing happened when I was close to 1,000 subs, right? I was getting like two subs a day on the build-up, but usually I get 20 to 40 subs a day. But the moment I get near 2,000 subs, I don't know who it's feeding me in here. The trolls are gone through the roof. I swear YouTube is doing it intentionally. The trolls have gone through the roof and the subscribers have gone to fucking 5% the moment I got near 2,000 subs. So if you want to help me, give me past this blooming 2,000 subs. I would appreciate it. If I made you smile at all, I love enjoying real English accent, British, Kiwis, Aussies. Yeah, real British accent, yeah. Tea and crumpets, yeah. England, oi oi, soccer. Yeah, I don't know. What else do they talk about over there? Tea and crumpets, governor. Tea and crumpets, gov. Then we got, of course, yeah, the Kiwi accent, been putting umbrellas on the fences all day, mate. Stop the rain getting in. Then you got the Aussie accent, kind of pitches up and down a bit more. Kangaroo, koala, didgeridoo, boomerang, shrimp on a barbie, bottle of water, mate. What else we got? Eucalyptus, koala, crocodile, crikey, huh? Isky, yeah, isky, chili bin. Are you Wi-Fi? Because I feel a connection. Oh, thanks, mate. That's good. It's good. That's a good pickup line. You can use any of the single gentlemen out there. You can use a less risky one. Would be was your father a thief? And she'll be like, no. I'll be like, oh, I thought he'd stole the stars and put them in your eyes. The best one I've seen work my mates used to play a game at the pub. Walk up to the table of 6 or 7 chicks. We'd go on motorbike rides, right? And we'd end the motorbike ride at a pub on a Thursday night, and we'd have a beer, have a burger, have a whatever. And the boys would always joke about, like, all right, well, who can go pick up one of those girls? Who can get the hottest girl at the table over there? So the boys would go try have a go. One of my mates, a trucker, big beer-bellied trucker. He was in his 50s, right? This chick's like 25. Walks right up, ignores every other girl at the table, looks her dead in the eye, and goes, "Grab your bag, bitch. You've scored." And she picked up her bag, hopped on the back of his motorbike, and away they went. And we all sat there like, what the fuck was that? Another mate tried it a couple of weeks later and got slapped in the face. Just forewarning, it's probably not the best approach. But as I say, confidence. That is the craziest shit I've ever seen. As far as somebody just confidently, dead stared, said it to her. We were like, whoa, man. You going now, Marcus? All right, mate. Marcus is going to go start burrowing his, you know, shit. Has the quality been bad? Because I've been on data the whole time. Love? Has the video quality been bad? I've been on data. Yeah, okay, go figure. I was on data from when we were out, because I started the stream right as we pulled into the driveway. I was already off the road. You can't use your phone to drive, but I can back down my own driveway on my phone. Hang on, I got it. All right, everybody hold still. Look, all right, if you're new here, all right, just hang on. Just hang on, all right? If you're new here, this only hurts the first time. Just hold still. Just stop it. Stop it. Just let it happen. There you go. All right, all sorted. Good. Good. Everybody comfy. I need something to hold this up with. Nothing happened. Everything is good. What's my best dessert? Oh, I like custard and some ice cream, to be honest, mate. I do like custard and ice cream. I'm a simple man like that. Don't underestimate the power of doing some gardening. Yeah, that's her thing. She's the gardener extraordinaire. Susie's the gardener, mate. But yeah, I enjoy it as well. Like sometimes I see some weeds in the garden, and then I'll be, oh, you know, it's a very gardening. I find if there's a bit of weeds in the garden, you know, you can spend 10 minutes and literally, you know, you get a very quick evidence from doing it, right? Where's me thing, love? Where's blimmin' windy? Hold the window open. You've got a little rod there. We hit 2,000 sub. Yeah, we must be close, guys. What do you reckon? 1.98 subs still. So we were somewhere in 1,980 something subs. We're trying to hit 2,000 if we can. But usually I don't ask, but you know, if you enjoy the content at all, please do subscribe. We're nearly at 2,000 subscribers. You can help get me there. Otherwise, I just won't ask the question. But here, guys, fine as long as we can hear. What's the stream about? Mostly what I stream about, man, is self-improvement, mental health, and just create an environment where people can talk about what's going on and stuff like that, man. That's mostly what we do. I kind of like just vlog my life, really. So we do these like evening chats with people, and sometimes they get serious, sometimes they take the piss. Work on cars, motorbikes, building a cabin, all sorts of stuff, man. You feel violated? Welcome, Oaken. It's the initiation process, you see. Truckers are always big dudes. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Tend to be. It makes sense, right? That truckers end up like big dudes. They're eating food on the road, and they're not doing many steps. You know, they're mostly in the truck using equipment and that. So yeah. Do I have any surveillance cameras? Oh, only in your house. What time do you usually go to bed? Once your mum rolls over. Feel insulted, I'm a truckie. Oh, yeah, you're all right, mate. Or not all truckies. Yeah, I was thinking more American truckies. Am I a deep sleeper? Hold that for a moment, would you, darling? Just hold that. Look, mate. Look, mate. You see, I'll show you something, all right? I'll show you something. These are my ears. You see, these are my ears, right? All right. Okay. You got to get past that. Oh, ain't no police out here, mate. But you got to get past that. So there you go. Get past Miss Fluffy Butt. Hey, Miss Fluffy Butt. You don't bloody... Susie says, hurry up before I form a bad habit. Don't you bloody puff on it. But, yeah. I thought I'd engage that one for a moment. I don't give a fuck. People think that streamers are scared to, like, be on the internet. It's like, mate, I'm on here, like, 10 hours a day. I don't give a shit. I have crooked teeth, too. People judge those. People judge my teeth. People judge everything. I don't give a fuck. How can you be on YouTube if you're going to give a fuck what people think of you and you're going to stream on the internet? You've got to be resilient to trolls. End of the day. Period. If anybody out there is thinking of starting a channel or doing live streaming, if you're going to get offended by a troll or like let it live rent free in your head, don't stream. Like, you've got to not give a single fuck what anybody thinks of you if you're going to be on here. My conclusion, the reason I started live streaming was this. I suffered with heavy depression, tried to end my life literally right here 3.5 years ago. We've talked about this before, right? And worked my way back up again. You know, I was an alcoholic, I was overweight, and I had to change my life. I had to change how I was doing things. So I've changed all of that. Now, anything a troll says to me, or anybody rude says to me, it doesn't affect me because I've said worse things in my head, right? So you got to remember that when somebody tries to upset you, that you've always said worse things. You know, the things you said to yourself in your own head about yourself with your self-doubts and stuff, right? Your own beliefs that you hate about yourself, right? You've said way worse things to yourself in your head than anybody could ever say to you. So as long as you can remember that as a streamer, nothing affects you. It's actually really helped me streaming too. It's helped me when my brain tries to like tell me negative things and I have self-doubt thoughts. I'm literally like, oh, I'm trolling myself. So you guys can maybe draw from that as well. You know, when the next time you're having negative thoughts and self-doubt and whatever, be like, oh, I'm acting like how the trolls on YouTube would talk to me, because you see it in my channel, you see it in other channels, right? So just bear that in mind when your brain's beating you up a bit. It's like, oh, I'm trolling myself. Anyway, what was I doing? You know, like try and just approach things more positively. You know, don't try troll yourself. Glad to meet you, brother. You sound like a nice man. Yeah, people tend to say that on here. They say I'm an all right fella. I think it's just because I'm real on here, right? And there's no bullshit. There's no bullshit. Like you know, I'm not perfect. I don't expect everybody to agree with me on everything or anything like that. I'm just here. I'm not here to change people's beliefs about, like, you know, everybody should have my diet and drive the car I drive or something. I don't know. I don't give a shit. My goal with this whole channel is to help anybody who's depressed or struggling, or they've got friends who like they're getting bullied at school, or they've got friends, you know, they're in their 30s or 40s and their friends, you know, doubt everything they do, or you've got parents doubting what you do, whatever it is, right? Self-doubt, anxiety, depression, any of that, right? I just want to make something where people can actually hang out and talk and get away from all the politics, all the stress of the world, all the bullshit, all the brain rot, and make something that's not brain rot. So that's why I don't juggle on here or anything. I don't put rubber bands on a watermelon. I don't sit here going ooh woo ooh woo ooh woo thousands of times. Yeah. Do consider becoming a member if you like the channel. It's I think about $3 US a month if you want to support the channel. I buy equipment and stuff with it. We got up to like I think 180 members now. We're nearly at 200 members, so I do appreciate it, guys. And we're nearly at 50 likes tonight as well. There we go. We're doing good. Much Life just found you. G'day, mate. How are you, fools? Fools and tools. I like the name, mate. Where are you from, dude? God bless you. Thanks, Rebel. Appreciate it, mate. Any particular streamers you've got advice from or met? The main thing I've learned a lot about from streaming is actually modding for other channels for friends of mine, and seeing what they deal with and just helping work through that. That's been a big one. There's a few streamers that I follow. You'll see them in the chat usually. I shout them out. Like if there are somebody I know streams, they're a friend of the channel, I will shout out to check them out. Tools and Tools from Aussie. Oh, awesome, bro. Yeah, New Zealand over here. If your goal is to pull people out of stress, you're doing a good job. Oh, thanks, mate. I'll try. It helps me as well, it's good. I like writing down. I'm just fucking like I just host this shit, man. I just I like all of you. I got a YouTube channel. I made some content. I got 50 subs. I go live. I'm just a regular ass dude. So yeah, I'm not a mental health professional or anything. I do have ADHD and autism. So I was in the special ed classroom in school. I wasn't in the main class from when I was about, I think it was about 15. They put me in a back classroom with my own little teacher and that. So, and they basically told me, you're never going to drive, you're not going to hold a job, you'll never have a relationship. They told me all this. They tried to put me when I was leaving school, my parents wanted me out of home, and there was this group called Renaissance Group, and they deal with like mental health and stuff in New Zealand. And they want to set me up. Oh, we're going to set you up in a little unit, and somebody's going to come and make sure you've got your groceries, and we're going to make sure your cooking and cleaning's done, and like you can help, and we're going to teach you all the stuff and whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, well, like I've grown up. I'm into cars, motorbikes, video games, all that. And I'm, oh, yeah, I want to get a car. So, oh, no, you won't need a car. No, oh, you'll never be able to drive. You've got autism and ADHD. You can't get a license. This is what these people told me. And I told them to F off. They were around at my parents' house and trying to organise it all. And in the end, I remember I threw a massive spaz, threw all the paperwork across the room and told them to many expletives. And went to my room and probably blared some Limp Bizkit or. Sorry, guys, we just had to reconnect for a moment there. But yeah, that's the life I got told I was going to have, and I fought back against it, So yeah, I mean, it wasn't long after that I got kicked out of home. Well, I left. There was a bad fight happened where my stuff got destroyed by parents, and I left. I hadn't actually done anything that day. I was being a good boy. I had my motorbike in the garage. And I went to put it away and move a couple of things, and my dad obviously wasn't having a good day at the time. He's an alright fella, but at the time he wasn't having a good day. It was right in the middle of the recession, like 08, right around that time. And his business was in trouble in that, obviously, given the situation. And he thought I was moving some of his stuff, and I was just putting my motorbike away. He came out, he went, oh, you throw my stuff around, I'll throw your stuff around. He took my pride and joy. My motorbike was immaculate. It was a Kawasaki ZXR 250. Inline 4, 19,000 RPM. Like, I cleaned that thing with a freaking toothbrush, right? I was on ADHD meds then. So I kept everything very meticulous, right? And he threw it down a driveway about that far a slope, rolled it, grabbed it out of my hands, and just rolled it off down the road. And it was like I'd been working for 3 years full time to pay for it. It was like $10,000 bike. So yeah, that was the night I moved out of home. Actually, I think I showed up about 6 in the morning, and I'd already organised a mate's place to live at, and that was that. But yeah, I threw on my leathers that night. I had a broken clutch lever, and I threw on my leathers, and I went and rode like a lunatic around the whole Coromandel in New Zealand at like 3 in the morning. I don't know how I got home that night. That was a dangerous thing, back then. I used to do that when I was pissed off, right? I'd go out and go for a ride or a drive and go up a back road and drive like I wouldn't overtake people, like there weren't other people around, but I'd still, get out late at night and drive like a dickhead. So I had to rein in all that kind of stuff, But anyway, yeah, there's a tragic bit of origin story for you. But I went flatting. A mate had a room, and that was that. I was out of home at I think I was just off 17. Unclassifiable exile. Okay, I don't know what you mean by that. My name is Mark, mate. Yeah, Mark, and that's Suzy, Suzy. The correct spelling, if you want to remember the correct spelling of Suzy's name, I've noticed a lot of people spell it different ways. It's the same amount of letters as my name has. So I'm Mark, and she's Suzy, Suzy. It's the same amount of letters. Fun side note, you know how you've got port and starboard on boats, right? And it's really hard to remember which is port, which is starboard, right? Port is left, it's got the same amount of letters in it. The word port and the word left have the same amount of letters in them. Right, which means right is starboard. Cool. There you go. There's something now. You can sound smart in front of people with that one. No, it's Suzy. Suzy. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. So somebody commented today, Sussy, Sussie, We got that one. It was Kurt, I think. I think you just typoed it. That was quite funny. Room looks like Silent in Silent Hill. Oh man, I can't remember Silent Hill. That's a long time ago. Did I miss any messages here? The best job is to help others. That's what I think. Sometimes just listening can help others and yourself too. Yeah, that's it. That's it, JD. It's like we do self-improvement chat on here a lot. We do mental health. We do self-improvement. We get into these deeper topics. But the whole main thing is about just being here and talking and like providing that vibe for people, you know. It's cathartic. It's good to chill out. Government is always willing to make improvements. I don't know. I'm just going to get this heater on. It's getting a bit chilly. I can sense she's starting to feel cold. If I feel a bit cold on my back, I know she's freaking freezing. Hang on, I'll check. I like the dog. I'll check how warm. Are your ears cold? Nah, your ears are warm. You're acting it up. Yes, yeah. Rohit is Anthony. I believe Rohit is saying my caravan looks like from Silent Hill or something. Ooh. How are we doing on those subs, love? Have we hit 2,000 yet? We only needed like 18 subs today to hit it. Yeah, we'll just ditch that then. Seeing as nobody's going to sub, fine. I'll just sit here. Look, we'll just sit here blank. We'll have no question. So we haven't even hit 1990 subs yet, which means we've gone up less than 8 subs. Despicable. Oh, I'm stressing. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. As I say, I'm not too bothered about the numbers, but I thought we'd try do a bit of a push with it. Try it on. Love from Bangladesh. Hello, mate. How are you? I think you must be the first person I've ever actually had in here from Bangladesh. We get people from India come in a lot, but I don't think anybody has said Bangladesh before. Welcome, brother. Oh, we don't do religion here though, bro. That's all. We don't do religion and politics. I'll make it clear. I don't have any problem with anybody having different religious beliefs. We just don't talk about it here because we don't. There's lots of channels. There's lots of people go around talking about Jesus and stuff. I just don't do it here. That's all. Don't go spamming it, bro. Please. Yeah, you don't need. I don't need. We don't do it here. That's all, bro. That's all I ask. You can talk about all sorts of other stuff, man, and we don't want to. You got your message deleted, but you haven't been banned. All right, so just. There's channels dedicated to discussing religion and stuff, man, and this just isn't one of them. So that's all. There's this, people can be whatever religion they want in here. It's fine. It's just not what we're talking about, Same with the politics. You can like whatever politics you like. You can like whatever sports you like. Like I didn't watch any of the Soccer World Cup. I know a lot of people did, but I don't talk about it, right? Because it's not my thing. Who's that behind you, Daryl? Daryl, that's the missus, mate. That's my wife. She lives with me in here. At night, I take her outside. She go back to cage. Yes. Says Zachary. Hello, Zachary. To you too. Zachary Arnett Entertainment. I like that. I'm gonna guess your accent sounds something like this, Zachary. Your name's Zachary Arnett Entertainment. What kind of entertaining do you do, buddy? Do I like cricket? No, JD. I only like sports that have 2 balls. So like motorcycle racing, car racing, yeah. Sports that require 2 balls. Not sports where like, somebody trips on the zig, it's like, my leg, I had a horrific injury. I like watching, Marc Marquez tumbles off a bike at 300 kilometers an hour. And he's on the ground going, ref, he tapped me. I can't watch it. I can't do soccer. I just can't do it. I'm not about the drama. I'm a good guy. Thanks, mate. I try my best. I've lost me blimmin'. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on, I swear. Shit. Oh, no, we're good. Good luck. Oh, thanks, mate. We all need to go to bed. We hit 50 likes as well. There we go. We're famous, chat. Thank you, guys. Good luck and good night. All right, Anthony. Thank you for joining us, mate. Buddy. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming by, buddy. I will see you tomorrow, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Thank you for joining us. 52 likes now. Oh, we're going to Disneyland, folks. We're going to Disneyland this evening. Hang on. Just hang on. I'm just resetting the smoke machine. There you go. It's working again. That's good. Denmark. Last Formula One race before the summer break today in Hungary. A sad day. Yeah, I watched. I used to watch a lot of car racing when I was a kid, like V8 Supercars Australia and Formula One and that, like Michael Schumacher days. You know, Ayrton Senna. But then it all went to like cable TV. Like we weren't rich, right? We were pretty poor. We didn't have Sky TV. We didn't have cable TV. We got the 3 channels that were on TV, right? And you know they used to put all the motorsport on. That's what Sunday as a kid, me and my dad would sit and watch all the motorsport. And like all the All Blacks games, everything was just free to air, and then they took it all away from us. They took it all away. Not a regular here, but glad to see you guys. What a wonderful world. I suspect, JD, you're going to be quite the regular now, mate. It's been a pleasure having you here, mate. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. But yeah, you'll have to sit there and work through all the shorts I've got, JD. There's a whole heap of motivational stuff and that. But yeah, we're going to get back to building cars very soon. The garage is coming together well. I did a stream yesterday, cleaning up the garage some more. Because I'm building all the shelves and getting everything set up in there. So finally getting the garage set up properly. So that's good. And we've got a few Nissan 300ZXs to build. There's a Mazda Miata to build. There's all sorts. There's a Toyota Sora with a 1JZ in it. Got off a buddy coming my way. I got to rewire his other truck, mate. He's got a Hilux Ute, and it's got a Nissan Silvia SR20 motor in it. And I'm going to rewire it from scratch. So I'm going to do a full rally car wiring kit. We already got the kit for it, so yeah, that'll be fun. Rip the whole wiring out of a Hilux with a Nissan SR20 in it, and just run new fuse box, all new wiring through the whole truck. So that'll be fun. This is the kind of dumb shit I like to take on. So that'll actually be a good video series, right? To take that rally wiring kit, and then I can just talk anybody through on YouTube videos, make videos. Well, here's how you wire any car to make it very basic wiring. With just but it will have lights and a horn, and that's all he needs, right? He don't give a crap. He's like, yep, I just want it basic. He's like, I don't want any fancy shit in it. It'll just be lights and a horn. And the battery percent we got. Where's me milk? I do like my milk a lot, guys, as well. You'll learn that on the channel. I like drinking a lot of milk. Keeps me big and strong. True story. Oh, what should we talk about? I think I might just put the mental health poll back up, guys, because that's the main thing we do here, so people know. Hey, look. Hang on. It's nice the camera sway. We're going to just pop that up there. There we go. What are you struggling with most in life? Let's talk about it. Start Q&A. There we go. Stupid accent. Sorry, can't stand it. Bye. All right, Ghost. You didn't even say where you were from, Ghost. I would have put on an accent for you. We have a bit of a laugh here, mate. Just lighten up, mate. Lighten up. You didn't have to say any of that. Stupid accent. Sorry, can't stand it. Bye. Well, you could have just done this. But you needed the attention, didn't you? You just had to say something. But I'm the problem. I'm the problem. What is the charge? Eating a meal. Succulent Chinese meal. Get your hand off my... You can please some of the people some of the time. YouTube's a great example of that for you guys, for everyone, right? Is you never please everyone. You know that? The world is made up of many different people. 99% of people aren't going to get along with you. They're not your people. And that's all right. Where'd that new pack of smokes go, love? Because I had a pack.
It's in my purse.
Oh, it's ended up there. Hang on, guys. I'm going to... What's YouTube? I don't know, man. I've heard about it. I seen a video of I seen the video off their YouTube thing once, and it was an upset blonde. I don't know if it was a girl or a boy, but they was all upset, and I was going, "Leave Britney alone, leave her alone." And there was a sneezing baby panda. I showed Susie that the other day. Actually, I showed her a video of like the original first viral YouTube videos. You know, if you look up the video of like the first viral YouTube videos, it's all like, you know, the guy going chocolate rain, and then he'd turn his head away from the mic. You know, chocolate rain. He had the microphone there. This is early YouTube videos. The first viral YouTube videos was a guy going chocolate rain, and then you go, and then he put a caption on the screen. He's like, I turned my mouth away from the microphone to breathe. You know, there was a sneezing baby panda. You know, mother pandas are suddenly kind of just eating, and then the baby sneezes. She goes, oh my god, like jumps up. You know. There was a leave Britney alone person. Yeah, the good old days of the internet, mate. Tay Zonday. Yeah, Tay Zonday. I appreciate that, Adam. Yep. Chocolate Rain by Tay Zonday. Look up a video on the original, like, viral first YouTube videos. It was a different time. South Park did an episode on it as well. It's the guy with the lightsaber stick that as well, right? All that stuff. YouTube should be back to day one. Unfortunately, man, things always become a victim of their own success. But I will say, if there were things you liked about the old YouTube and the way it was, make a channel yourself that's like that. Like, you could make content like that today. You could contribute to that. I'd watch it. You know, you can put yourself out there, like, be the change you want to see in the world, right? Like, when I was heavily depressed and I'd come on lives and doom scroll and waste my time and whatever, I couldn't find anything that was really helping me with my depression other than just distraction, just bullshit, right? For the most part. So I want to create something different, you know. There was one channel that really helped me, which was Men of Action, D-Bird. He's the American guy. You will have all seen him scrolling through lives. He's an American guy he's a US Marine, and he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That fella. He was the first person on live who I actually, you know, got quite interested in and started doing his workouts and that. And he inspired me to make this channel. So I mod for D-Bird. He's become a very good, genuine friend of mine. Dennis from Ohio. Dennis Bird is his name. Now, he flips out on live all the time and crashes out and all sorts, and he's an interesting fella, but I love that man to bits, I tell you. Love that man to bits. I said it. I didn't stutter. Awesome Northern English accent. Nomadic. I'm from New Zealand, man. Yeah, Australian accent has a bit more twang to it, mate. A bit more up and down. Whereas New Zealand accent is a more flat monotone. We sound like a robot. My name is Mark. I am from New Zealand. I am a robot. I've been thinking lately about getting, based on that, if anybody remembers the movie Grandma's Boy, it was a stoner movie called Grandma's Boy about video gaming and stuff. And there was a guy in it called JP who always wore a black coat, but his gaming setup was like leaned right back in a chair, like for doing his work. He was in his office with techno music playing. He's like leaned right back and the screen's all above his head up here, and he's just like reclined back. And I'm like, I've been thinking this week, I'm like, I need that setup when I'm doing my editing for YouTube and shit. Can you pass your phone? I'm going to show them the scene, because this is what I'm going to do for YouTube in the cabin. I'll actually stream like this. I'm not even fucking joking. I will stream from this setup, alright? The JP Grandma's Boy setup. That's what I will possibly make my stream look like. And you'll just have to deal with it. When I'm editing long form and shit. JP and Grandma's Boy. Office, I guess. I can't find it. Hang on. I'm struggling with the YouTube right now. trying to find yeah. This is JP's office at work. You know, if it'll bloody rotate. This is how I'm going to set up. Gorgeous. Fix my face. Well, I'd rather be ugly on the outside than be so hateful to make that kind of comment. You're telling me to fix my face, but your name is Toothless Prophet. Okay. Anyway. Never be JP without robot legs. How can he see me? But yeah, that was a very good movie. Grandma's Boy is a very good movie. Yeah. I do need to watch WALL-E again. WALL-E is definitely in my top 10 favorite movies. I do like WALL-E. We have why do I do this? I do this because I battled a lot with depression, ADHD, autism in my life, and I just want to help people. 3.5 years ago, I tried to take my life here. So, since then I've given up alcohol. Gabe went sober for 2.5 years. Have the odd drink now, but yeah, went totally sober for 2.5 years. And went on a carnivore diet and stuff and just, decided to turn my life around, Can't talk like that when the lion gets you. Bro, just have the monkey drive. Yeah, good movie, yeah. I'm back. G'day, Andre. Good to see you again, mate. We have talked about like what are good movies, what movie everybody liked on here before, and the top answer was Interstellar. That's what everybody put at the top of their movie list was Interstellar. Not everybody, but it was definitely a big standout. Like 4 times as many people said Interstellar than anything else. So that was interesting. My favorite movie is about surfing penguins. My number 1 movie of all time is Surf's Up, the movie about surfing penguins. It's a film about existentialism. And, Cody essentially, his mum, his brother, everybody laughs at him and what he does, but he wants to go on his way and do his thing, and he believes in himself, And he bring Big Z in that. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to spoil it if anybody hasn't seen it. Interstellar was good. Did you know they planted all the cornfields? The cornfields they drove through, they planted all of that for the movie. It was just bare farmland or something. But yeah, they planted that whole crop just for the movie. Quite impressive. Can you show that girl in your van? Yeah, mate, that's the missus, mate. She's a moderator too. You got to be nice, Toothless. This is a missus. See? She likes me face. Do you think existence is overrated? Cute. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. I did pretty well on that one. Do you think existence is overrated? Yeah. The meaning of life, my friend, is to go on the journey. That is the meaning of life, to go on the journey, to have the experience. It can't all be happy. It can't all be winning, or else there would be no winning. There has to be suffering, right? The journey is the process. If you aim at something, say you aim at getting a new car. You save up for months, you sacrifice whatever, you finally, whatever, you get your new car, right? When you first get your new car, you keep it all clean and tidy inside, you show your friends, whatever, right? How do you feel about that car 6 months later, whatever? How do you feel 2 or 3 weeks later when the happiness of the new car is worn off? You want something else. So we are aiming creatures, right? You have to be aimed at something, or you're just gonna doom scroll. You're just gonna fuck around. You're gonna go drink. You're gonna whatever it is that distracts you from life. You're gonna do because you have nothing aimed at. It happens in the Olympic gold medalists. They train. They start training. They start a sport at 10 years old or something. They get to the Olympics. They go to 3 Olympics. They're in their 30s. They finally win their gold medal, and then they have the biggest depression ever. They have the worst depressions because they've been chasing. Now they've achieved this thing, and now they have nothing to aim at. They're like, well, what do I do now? That's the biggest battle of high performance athletes, of winners, of people who win medals and things. Is all there is maintaining. Rodney Mullen, the godfather of skateboarding, said, "What's left for you at the top but lightning? You get to the top of the mountain. I'm up here. I've got all my gold medals." He threw all his trophies away. Why? Why did he throw away all his trophies? And he said, because I was playing it safe. I was playing to win. I didn't even try to do my best tricks. I played it safe enough to just win, to make sure I won. He's like, I didn't actually go out there and be me. And that's where Rodney Mullen went out of the spotlight. Threw away all his trophies. He still skates to this day. That guy invented the ollie. He invented the kickflip. He invented every skateboarding trick there is. And he did it as a kid, an autistic kid, in a 2-car garage on his dad's cow farm in the middle of nowhere, with his dad the whole time telling him, "You're not doing skating." There's a video on my channel. If you go to my channel and you go to playlist at the bottom, there's like content that changed my mindset, and there's a YouTube video with Rodney Mullen there. If you want to check that out. That resonated with me heavily. And there's a Guy Ritchie, Joe Rogan podcast one that will give you framing of where you're sort of where you want to head in life. If you're a bit lost, if you're looking for direction and understanding of how to take charge of your life, I would suggest watching that video. I mention all the time, but I've only got 45 views on that playlist. But there are a couple of really great videos there, guys. Alec, I'd say it's probably more of a shaft than a tip problem, mate. Wear boxers, mate. Wear boxers, not undies. Just saying. If you force a snail to curl up in its shell, it's got nowhere to go, has it? It's not going to outgrow its shell, mate. Wear boxers. Better yet, go commando. It'll do you wonders. True story. What? You've gone awfully up and giggling back there, eh? Go check it out. Yeah, alright. Do I live in a van? Yeah, caravan at the moment while I'm building a cabin and stuff. You like that one? You like that one anyways? Yeah, good. Hey, I'm just saying, guys. Togs, undies. If you cannot see the beach, you're in underpants. Don't feel claustrophobic? A bit at times. I didn't think that before moving into a caravan. I'd never had issue with it. But yeah, it can. If you have too much stuff in here, it can. If there's you hang up robes everywhere and stuff, it starts to close in. As long as you keep a caravan, like the main floors and stuff, open, it's all right. It's all right. It's not something I want to be in long term. So yeah, building a cabin out there that's about 100 square feet, and another cabin out of a 2-car garage. So yeah, we're getting there. But at the moment, it's still caravan life, mate. I'm just going to put this heater back on, keep the lady warm. You right there, mate? Yeah, you're freezing. She's turned into a popsicle. Shipping container could be okay to live in. They can be. There's a lot of when I looked into tiny homes and off-grid living, all this kind of stuff. That's what I was doing. Is I was coming to a bit of land here, and I was going to build a cabin or something. And I'm like, well, they want so much money for these cabins, and they're very low featured. Like, I'll just build one. And then I'm like, well, I've got to stay in something while I build one, and that. And I figured out, well, like by the time I actually get it all up and running, like, I can't live that way really. So that's why I went for the caravan first. So the caravan gets parked up, it's got a bathroom in it, it's got a kitchen in it, it's got a gas stove, gas fridge, right? So that's a way better option, I think, for most people than like a tiny home. Is starting off with a caravan, You're subscribing, Toothless? Oh, that's good. You changed your tune there a bit, Toothless, eh? You're trolling me at first. I appreciate it, mate. But yeah, So I looked into the shipping containers, and the thing is, the shipping containers are very expensive for what you get, and they're very limiting. They're very narrow, right? And people are like, "Oh, build a shipping container home." It's like you can build it out of timber for the same. You can build the same box, but you can change the dimensions and just build it out of timber. It's going to cost you the same as a shipping container. It's only framing some 4x2 together and put some blimmin' 8x2 all on the top. It's only some joist hangers. It's real basic shit, guys. But yeah, I think shipping container homes are a bit, yeah, they're just narrow and stuff. And people go like, you see YouTube videos where a guy built like his own home gym inside a 20-foot container, and like he made it work, but it's very cramped. It's like you could have just built a structure. Would have been a better option, in my opinion. You know why caravans are good? If you get a divorce, just drive off. Yeah, could work. Seen some of that out of America. Guys trying to hook up a guy with a F-250 Julie that's like beat to crap, and he's like trying to tow his double wide out the trailer park. And it's just like dragging it down the road. Like, all right. Shipping containers like $700 in Tassie. They're more there. Oh heck yeah, man! Here you wouldn't get one under like $4,000, $5,000 in New Zealand, man. You might get a beat up container out on somebody's farm. Oh, it's going a bit rusty, mate, and they'll sell it to you for $3,000. But yeah, shipping containers here are really dear, man. They're literally like you'd be talking at least 3,000 Australian for a shipping container, man. For like a beat up one. If you want a nice, good looking one, like what you'd put in a storage yard, if you want to have nice shipping containers that were like 1 or 2 trip containers, they're like $5-6 each, man. Oh yeah, heck yeah, Sora, definitely. Glided, hey man, good to see you, bro. Yeah, going good, man. Long days, but yeah, we've just been down Auckland today twice. Found a retaining wall, like a stone, those locking stone block retaining walls. Found one of those on Trade Me. $1 by now. You just come remove it, right? They don't even want the dollar, right? Saw that a few days ago. I was like, yep, sweet. I'll see you on Sunday, mate. So yeah, I did a live stream on it earlier today. If you guys want to check out some of that later, there's the last live I did. Yeah, we're pulling up a retaining wall. So it's like $1,000 a retaining wall blocks for free. Just had to go pull them up. It took us, about 6 hours of driving and 3 hours of work loading and pulling out the retaining wall. So we got all that home now. And yeah, as soon as I got home, I was still backing it. I started out this live, I was still backing the truck into the driveway, but I was late to come on stream. So I haven't had dinner or nothing yet. I've been driving for 6 hours. I pulled out a retaining wall. I'm pretty bloody tired, to be honest, but I'm doing all right. We're nearly at 2,000 subs, guys. If you are new here, do consider subscribing. We're within like 15 subs at 2,000. So if you like the channel at all, I'm on here every day. I do lots of different stuff. I do car mechanic stuff, working on motorbikes, cars, building my cabin. Just it's like the Truman Show. You kind of just see a whole heap of my life, and just building a homestead here and that. We'll have chickens soon. We're gonna have chickens. It's gonna be chickens. What state am I in? I'm in Northland in New Zealand, north of Auckland City, the very top of New Zealand. In a truck and in a caravan, mate. Yeah, building my own cabins and stuff at the moment. 24k, yeah, take caravan any day. Yeah, man, this caravan I think I got for 8,000 New Zealand. They usually were going for about 20 to 25, but this one was in rougher shape, and I was like, it'll do for my purposes. Someday I'll fix it up. There's just some of the stuff in it just doesn't work, like the original water pump and stuff inbuilt didn't work, and the heater's broken and whatever. So eventually once the cabins are finished, at some point I'm gonna gut this right out. But as soon as the cabins are done, basically the kind of sleep out I have in New Zealand, you can't put a kitchen in it, you can't put a bathroom in it. Like people do, but you're not meant to. So I'm just going to keep this as the kitchen. Basically, once the cabin's done, I'm going to take the beds out of here, and I'll make all through here kitchen bench and stuff, and we'll set up a proper kitchen, because it makes sense, You can still have a bed at one end of the camper if we would want to take it away, but I'll put a full kitchen up the front here. Take out all these English cottage-looking cabinets and stuff. It's not really my vibe. But yeah, it's done the job, man. Yeah, oh, yeah, everything's pricey in New Zealand, man. It's a very expensive place to live, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can go through all the consent stuff, but yeah, it's under sleep out rules. So yeah, it was just a. I don't like the bureaucracy and all that. I was like, I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna keep it simple. In future, we're gonna get our own land and stuff. It's not my land we're on, so um, yeah. Eventually, I'll buy some land someday, and then everything here will be moved. So that's why I've built a 6-car garage. We got another 2-car garage, and we got the cabin. Everything is steel frame, so I can unbolt it. I can literally just take it apart down to sticks, right? Sticks of metal, and then you can just stack it, which makes it take up very little space if you want to store it. Like say I need to move off this land and we can't buy land yet. Well, I can take down a 6-car garage, a 2-car garage, and a cabin, and I can just put it all inside a 20-foot container with all our stuff, and we can go travel or something or whatever, right? It just gives me options, and then when I have land, I just take it all out. I could ship that container anywhere in the world really that would allow me to put up the steel frame building, but it's all the New Zealand standards, so blah blah blah. But it just sort of gives me options and different directions to go. That's the future I'm planning for, right? It's like the retaining wall we got. I'm not putting in a wood retaining wall. I'm putting in a block retaining wall that can be disassembled. So we got a free used block retaining wall. So when I move off this land, I can just take apart the block retaining wall. Whereas if it's all post concrete in the ground, I can't. So yeah, just everything is about building on this property while I've got a lease on this property. So I can have the garage here, I can work on cars, I can do what I'm doing here, I can build cabins, whatever. I can get all the water tanks, I can get like all the retaining blocks, driveway pavers, all these things. And then when I have my own land, it's just load it up on trailers and put it in containers and just take it there. So that was my best plan out with being a broke ass, rather than ending up homeless, which was how it was going to go the other way. So I had to figure something out. What made me choose to build in Auckland? I grew up in Auckland, man, and just got a lot of friends in Auckland and family and that, but Auckland wasn't for me anymore. It's just too much. Like I'm ADHD and autistic, so it's just too much energy, too many people for me, man. To be honest, so yeah, I moved out to the country about 15 years ago. I'm just gonna screenshot that. Hang on. Diligent. What's gotten into you, bro? Because I saw you the channel that I met you on. You got in trouble with that person. They timed you out, and I was sitting there watching that on the Outdoor Living channel guy, the guy building the wood cabin. You're saying something inappropriate to him, and now you're saying to go hate on some channel or something. What's going on with you, Dilly? Because when I first saw you in that channel, you were all right, man. You seemed to be a friend of the channel, but you crossed the boundary with that guy, and now from there you've come here and you're telling me to go hate on people. What's going on, man? What's going on there, my friend? Are you all right? What do we need to talk about with you, Dilly? Oh, I'm dead serious, mate. Like, if you need help, you can talk. It's all good. But let us know, man. Yeah. Yeah, what's going on, Dilly? Because I'd seen you in the past and you were all right with people, but now, yeah, we do see things, mate. You never know what channel I'll be sitting in. You never know. It's like Celtic and that. You never know. Celtic sees me around other channels and stuff, right? You gotta, you know. YouTube's a pretty small community among the creators. We support a lot of other creators and stuff, man. So we do see you around other pages. You gotta. Auckland's becoming too much. Yeah, I mean, we just went down to get today to Silverdale to get this retaining wall. And it's like all really nice. It's the new part of Silverdale, right? All these beautiful new houses. I think they've been in there maybe 10, 15 years now, right? All these townhouses all boxed in. But like the roads are full of cars, man. Like parked cars on the road, all these houses with 2-car garages, these beautiful houses, right? Or whatever. They're meant to look beautiful and rich, whatever. the garage is closed. There's 2 cars in the driveway, and they're like nice cars. There's people have Mercedes and all kinds of stuff. And then you get out on the road, and the whole road is just full on both sides, and you're literally driving up the middle of the road, and it's like you can't even drive on the roads there. There's just so many cars just parked on the street. You have to drive through the whole neighborhood at blooming 30k an hour. I'm just like, oh, like, I can do about 2 hours in Auckland and that's it, man. I'm like, and I'll deal with traffic. I'm like, yep, idiot. Yeah, they're not indicating, yeah. And I'm just like on alert, right? I'm just like, yep, okay. Stay chill. Let's just get there, get what I need, load it up, and I drive hours back to Northland. I go about my life. Yeah, I try to avoid the place, man. Yeah, no, off-street parking. Yeah, they all got cars. Well, all these people had cars in the driveway, but then it's like the kids have moved back in and stuff, right? Or it's a flat where 8 people are trying to live in a house with 2 parking spots in the driveway, and it's just everybody's crammed in, man. Aucklanders need their own license type. Yeah. It's always interesting up in the country here when the Aucklanders come up on holiday. You teach people who used to drive around the city, they drive in the city, they get their driver's license, and then they come up out to the middle of nowhere to go to the beach or go on holiday, and they get to a country road corner. The amount of cars you see in a ditch that somebody's just driven off, and it's like, it's a simple corner or something, and people just Aucklanders run off the road up these ways like crazy. Because it's just, they don't know how to take a corner. But you've never been taught how to do it if you come from Auckland, generally. There's a lot of people who just drive in the city, drive in the suburbs, drive on the motorway. They can barely drive on the motorway. Then they get up here out to the middle of nowhere, and they're up a country back road that you drive at 80, 100k, no problem. And they're crawling along at 30, how do you drive a car like this? I don't understand how people do it. You see people on the highway, I drive like that, a bit of bend in the elbows, so you can control the car if something happens. How the hell are you meant to control a car? No wonder these people are scared. They're looking through the windscreen right over the front of the thing down the road like this over the steering wheel. You see them, right? They go like this, and you lean forward like doing this. They look like, where is Perth the platypus? Bring me Perth the platypus. They're driving like this. You can't drive like this. Lean back on the bloody chair. Scoot that fucker back. You know what grinds my gears? I'm just saying. Your mum drives like that. Yeah, it's you can't control a car. Try move your arms when they're out like this to steer, right? Now try do it like this. You're putting your elbows into yourself and shit. If the car goes sideways, you're just going to go, you're like So it's, God is my airbag. So it's like, all right, well, that's it. Jesus, take the wheel, mate. I'm out. No, you need to be trying to bloody save the thing so you don't go into the tree. The tree thing. Just remember, trees never jump out on the road in front of you. You'll never see a tree step out into the road in front of a car. The car has to go off the road to hit the tree. Stay on the black, sticky tarmac stuff. Drive safe. Don't drive trying to show off to people. I got that wrong once. Trying to show off. I spun a car off the road doing that once, being silly. Learned my lesson. Remember, the tree always wins. Yep, they do. A tree that big will go right through a car, man. Like the car will crush and the tree won't. People only think like a real big tree. It can be a tree that big, man. Will go put a car in half, man. Yep. Recovering cynic. I just close my eyes and hope for the best. Yeah. That's what I do in motorcycle crashes on track. There's been some crashes I've had on a motorcycle on track where I do that. It's like once I'm off the track, like if I'm skating down the track on my belly, if I crash my race bike, the first thing I do when I come off on track is as I'm spinning, it's eyes open. You're watching down the track, trying to, if you have to scatter like a cat off the racetrack, right? Because there's 10 motorcycles coming at you, and you're aiming. Basically when you come off a race bike, you want to rotate your body so you're looking at the traffic that's coming, so you know what you're doing to get off the track. All right. But there's some where you low side it and the bike goes and you just get thrown And it's like, I know I'm going off into the grass, and I know this is going to fucking suck. Like, you're coming off a bike, you're coming off a race bike at usually about 120 miles an hour. 200k an hour, as I've come off my race bike 3 times at that speed. It's a hell of a ride. To tumble across the grass, just getting thrown end over end. I just shut my eyes, man. Think ragdoll. In a motorcycle crash, you think ragdoll. Anything you stiffen up will break. If you try and brace yourself, if you come off a motorbike and you go, you're going to break your arm, you'll break your shoulder, break your collarbone. You're just floppy. So the best thing you can do is shut your eyes. So yeah, once you come off the bike, you've been thrown, I just shut my eyes. It's just the washing machine of pain. If you open your eyes, it's just sky ground blur. You don't want to see it. After the first couple of times of sky ground blur, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to close my eyes and I'll land when I land. When I stop tumbling, I'll hop up. So I'm just saying, motorcycles are fun. If you've ever wanted to buy a motorcycle and you're like, man, I feel like I'm going to regret it if I don't buy a motorcycle, buy the damn motorcycle. Just don't be an idiot on it. Motorcycles are not dangerous. Motorcycles are extremely unforgiving of stupidity, poor decision making, and inattention to what's happening around you, which is why you'll get these guys. If you're the kind of person who, if a car cut you off on a motorbike, you'd go kick their mirror off and spaz out at them, don't get a motorcycle. Because as a motorcyclist, your responsibility is, everyone else on the road is an idiot and they're trying to kill me, and it's on me to keep me safe. You've got to have accountability as a rider. If that car changes lane and whatever, you don't kick their mirror off. It's you weren't paying attention. They weren't either. But if you're going to play blame game against a 2-ton vehicle, don't ride a fucking motorcycle. Common sense logic. I thought that was pretty good fucking optics. But motorcycles are very good. But they're you know, the joy of motorcycles is the danger. People are like, motorcycles are dangerous. It's like, yes, that's the point. The point is that you're putting yourself in a situation where if you fuck up, you die. If you get this wrong, there's no respawns, man. If, like, you know, you might survive a crash, but you know, you can make one mistake on a motorcycle. That's the game. You know, they're fun too. They're very fun once you get used to them. They're very fun, but you have to take your time, like anything, like learning to walk as a child. You have to learn. But motorcycle, you know, it's like a lot of people are scared to learn motorcycles and scared of them. It's like, well, how scared were you when you first drove a car? It's just more normal to drive a car. A lot of the world, like Asian countries, they've just got scooters and motorbikes everywhere, you know. These people are wearing blooming colanders as helmets and watermelons as helmets, you know. They're wearing bicycle helmets on bikes going 100k an hour down the highway. I'm sure you'll be fine. Used to work AAA when you shot the scene in the trees in the middle of the car. And yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Yep. Gotta remember, yeah, human beings are squishy objects. Which again, like motorcycles, right? You wear your riding gear. That's what it's for. Like on track, I ride with a MotoGP level suit that has airbags in it. My motorbike race suit I could have got a more basic one in any of these other brands that didn't have an air suit in it, but mine has airbags and it goes all the way shoulder, all the way here. It protects all my ribs, my back, everything. It puffs up all around my neck. So the moment I crash, it's not even a tether to the race bike. What it is it's it's got sensors and runs an algorithm in the leather suit. And it basically goes, you're being thrown in a way, you're crashing right now, and then it will deploy the airbags. It's the same suit they use in MotoGP, right? And when I first showed up to the track days, I was the only person in an air suit. And all these experienced track day guys looked at me, they're like, oh, well, Mr. Fancy in your fucking air suit. And I was like, well, normal leathers are $2,500. The air suit, everything with the air suit is $4,000. I said, what's an injury worth to you? What's the time off work worth to you? I said, if I crash here and break my arm, break my collarbone, I'm a mechanic. I can't make any money, right? So everything stops. Whereas if I go and spend a bit more on the race suit, right? So like they all kind of laugh and went whatever, and then they saw me come off at like 120 mile an hour and go tumbling and eat shit twice in a row, 2 sessions in a row. I patched the bike back out. I went out. I did the same bloody thing again on the same corner because I'm a dumbass. And I tumbled down the track, and I got up, and they're like, you didn't break anything. And they watched it, they're like, there's no way you didn't break anything. I was like, airsuit. I was like, otherwise I'd be in a fucking ambulance. You know, so I said to them, I said, well, what's it worth to you to pay better for the protective equipment? And then that means, well, you don't have time off work from injury, and you spend your whole life with like an aching joint because you broke your hip or something. You know, so that's the joy of airsuits. Now, ironically, I then broke my hip about a year later on a BMX. On one of those Red Bull pump tracks. They're like a flowing tarmac with like real banked corners, Red Bull ones. And I came over a double jump, I got flung off the bike, and I went hip first straight into the wall. And I was only wearing some jeans, so it was enough to break my hip, right? I've since learned that if I'm going to do something like that, what I'm going to get for that is snowboard. They call them snowboarding impact shorts. So they're just like a lycra undershort, and they've got lumps of like gel in them. They're for snowboarding. So I would recommend those to anybody who skates, BMXs, anything like that, or your kids do or something, or nieces, nephews, I don't know. But yeah, get some snowboarding impact shorts to go underneath and just protect the hips and stuff, right? Because yeah, these skate parks and stuff are pretty gnarly these days. What bike do I have? For the track, it's a 2008 CBR 1000. It's the bike. The bike I ride is the same spec as the one Guy Martin crashed at the Isle of Man, the big fireball crash Guy Martin had, like the Craig Wilson racing spec. So yeah, 2008 CBR 1000, full exhaust, velocity stacks, forged pistons, full Olin suspension, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's the toy. I haven't ridden it for 3 years now. We'll get back to it. End of this year, I'm looking at racing it. I'm weighing up if I do it or not. Life had other plans for a while, so we'll see. CBR 954. Oh, beautiful, man. I want one of those so bad. That's one of the bikes I want. I want a CBR 954. If I was going to add motorbikes, if I was going to make a motorbike collection, if I was going to add some bikes, CBR 954, a Ducati 848. What else would we need in there? I need a Goldwing. I really want a Goldwing for the twisties for me and Susie. I'm looking at buying a Goldwing next, actually. Because I want to cruise up the twisties with her on the back and carve up all the Ducatis and shit. But I can be old man Goldwing with my stereo going. So yeah, I don't want like a modern Goldwing. I want like a 1980s, like retro, like brown and tan Goldwing with all the boxes and shit on it. See, that's a bike, man. Way further north than that, any way further north than that. Nah, I got further away from Auckland than that, mate. I just say Northland on here, mate. That's all people get out of me on here. You gotta be sensible to some extent on YouTube. Gotta go, man. Have a good night. Got some blunts to get smoked, bro. Alright, Nico, don't overdo it, mate. Remember, don't overdo it. Just, what you need. You don't need to get munted. That'd be all I'd say, man. Make sure you're functioning the next few days. Don't have too much. Make good choices, young man. Make good choices. Can't go wrong with a Ducati or a Goldwing. Yeah, the other one I want, Celtic, I want an Africa Twin. I really want an Africa Twin Honda. Like the old school, real old school twin round headlight, 80s, 90s. I think that would be the best bike to have as an all-rounder for where I am and stuff. Apart from the big trips to the city where I'll take the ZX14 or something, I think a Goldwing would be good. And I think the other motorcycle that would be good would be what was I freaking just saying? Got blank now. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Africa Twin. Yeah. Africa Twin's a beautiful machine, man. If anybody wonders what that is, look up a Honda Africa Twin motorcycle. You can pull up Google, picture me. Look up a 90s Africa Twin Honda. It'll go anywhere, mate. Are there any Celtic out your way? Are there any good like back roads and stuff? I've heard Tail of the Dragon's good in that, but like Americans don't really know what corners are in motorcycling, in my experience. And respectfully, like there's Mulholland Drive, there's these little back roads, but like New Zealand back roads are nothing like this stuff. Like, Americans are like, hey man, let's hit the twisties. We're going to Tail of the Dragon. And apparently it's like way out of the way for like 120 corners or something. It's like, that's like every road in New Zealand is like that, man. Every back road in New Zealand is like, like up mountains and shit. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm used to a lot of corners here. I need somewhere in America. Like, I should be able to go up a twisty back road for 2 hours. I should be on that road for 2 hours. It should be winding and winding and winding, not for like 10 minutes. This is what twisties are. It's 100 miles of nothing but corners with little straights between, carving up through canyons and mountains and shit. That's what twisties are. I need a place like that in America. That's what I need to find, mate. Have good streaks and fall back in deeper than before. Honestly, man, you're male. If you're single, don't look at anything too weird. But like this whole like it's all bad to do. Don't believe all that shit and retention and all this bullshit. Put it this way: people are like practicing retention. I can't say the whole thing really, right? Retention in that, right? And oh, do you think this is retention's good or bad or whatever? It's like, what's going to happen if you're married? What's going to happen if you have a girlfriend? Oh, like, where do babies come from? We're back to that conversation, right? You know what I mean? You come into logical world. It's like if you have a wife and stuff, you're not going to be like retaining to focus. You're going to be doing stuff, you know. So I don't really play into these theories of people going, oh, you got to cut out. It's like, yeah, keep it tame. But if you're a single fucking young man or something, just fucking, it's natural, mate. Don't let the world convince you bloody otherwise. But yeah, I wouldn't go too far with it. Use your imagination, maybe. Cold showers help. Good off-road courses tend to be in the mid-south states of the US. Yeah, like, there's like a Subaru rally school and shit, eh? I could go a bit of that if it was like a couple of weeks of like rally driving, like you stay there and you learn to rally drive for a couple of weeks through forests and shit. That'd definitely be a bit of me. That you know, now we're talking. Now you're speaking my language, man. Oh, you guys are getting me. You got me talking about motorcycles and cars tonight, and as you can see, the passion that comes out of me, and I'll just for fucking hours. Oh no, I've always enjoyed cars and motorbikes for driving and for riding, not for showing off, not for like what, you know, everything has always been a tool, not a toy. That's what you want to acquire in life. You want to acquire tools to enable experiences, not toys, not like the fancy vehicle to impress other people. That you know, you don't want to get an old Mercedes to look flash to everyone because you're the one who has to pay the mechanic bill. You know, it's like what do you actually want? You know, I think a lot of people get lost on that. Just be you. Go after what you want in life. Do what you want to do. You can just hide that one there, Gabrielle. Just hide them. It's like, cheer, bro. You probably already did, probably with the delay. Oh, Tiger. Oh, no, mate. Vegan cookies good, somebody said. No, I don't like. I'm not about the veganism. Not about the veganism. It harms too many animals. So I eat steak. But to each their own. Oh, Lucy's here again. Hello, Lucy. Great to see you, mate. How are you, my friend? No, I work for myself, mate. Work for myself, bro. Work from home, just working on cars and selling car parts and stuff. Bit of this, bit of that. Bit of an entrepreneurial spirit, mate. Try and make my way in the world. Favorite is number 38 Highway in California. My number 2 is Mulholland. Yeah, I've definitely Nicky Mouse or whatever his name is. He sits up on Mulholland Drive and films all the motorbike crashes. The amount of that footage I used to watch, man, those guys just can't. All those guys on Mulholland Drive, I've seen about 2 of them that actually know how to ride. The guys who come through, even the guys who don't crash on the corner sometimes, so you see the way they're riding the thing. It's like, shit, they're not crashing right now, but Yeah. Very different here in New Zealand, man. Like the group motorbike rides I used to go on in New Zealand, man, was 50 crazy dudes on thousands. And it wasn't like, let's go do wheelies down the highways, let's hold up traffic, let's shut down an intersection or do stunts. These were guys that, like, were on twisty back roads and, like, they're not dropping below 100 mile an hour. Like, all these corners are 30 mile an hour corners. We're not dropping below 100 mile an hour, man. Like, when you're 19 out on a group ride with those boys, you certainly opens your eyes up. You're flat out in a straight on your 600, like, some dude just comes past you on a high booster doing like a 10 wheelie, like, and he just dumps it into a corner, and it's like, it's a reasonable corner, and he's doing a good, 250k an hour into the thing. Yeah, that teaches you how to ride pretty quick. Keep up or get left behind was how it was back in my 20s. But I'm a good boy now. In my 20s, I was all like, you're riding like a lunatic. That's why I stopped riding. I stopped riding for 8 years. I buried five of my mates in 2 years. Had my best mate die in front of me in a bike crash, that kind of thing, and decided to. I ride like they do. I've got all these bad habits. I need to step away from this. So I did for 8 years. Like, the thing I loved most was motorbikes, and that's where I got into cars. I'd grown up with cars, but as soon as I could get a license, motorcycles, right? And then all that happened, and I just went to cars for years, and only in the last few years I've come sort of heading away from cars again, back to bikes and just enjoying it. Got my missus on there now, and we're just teaching her to ride and that. So yeah, just get out and enjoy life a bit. Slowing down a bit as I get old. I'm nearly 40, I'm 39, so I've got to slow down a bit in my old age. Wow, it is English. Let's start again. Oh, mate, they got me talking about cars and motorbikes, my two main passions, mate. You never shut me up. I'll bring the energy down, chat. I'll bring the energy down a bit. Hey, bro, how are you, Lionel? Lionel Valadares. Valadares? Lionel Valadares. It's a nice name, mate. I like that. What country's that from, mate? Hi, Larpnix Neon. Hello, sir. How are you? Greetings from Australia from Almighty Skibbs. G'day, mate. How are you? Fell off a bike and saw a guy on a motorcycle lose his life on motorway about Epsom in Auckland a few years ago. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, saw that one. Ali, it's motorcycles are all about awareness, bro, and all about, like, understanding that you are just a human. Humans are quite squidgy, right? So motorcycles are dangerous if you're not totally accountable. It doesn't matter how dumb somebody else is on the road. As a motorcyclist, you have to be prepared for it. You have to be ready. You can't get out on the roads on a motorcycle and then kick everybody's mirror off every time a car does something wrong, that you're like, oh, fucking idiot, he should have, whatever, right? Yeah, they should have, but you really need to adopt a mindset with motorcycles. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to get home. I'm like, you take it easy, you keep your head on a swivel, you understand that the best thing that'll serve anybody in life is understanding 90% of people around you are idiots. Look around. It's not a joke. 90% of people are genuinely stupid. Which is why you're driving along and it's like they don't use their turn signal. They just cut you off, whatever, and they're just not thinking. I was driving the truck home today. I've got literally 1,200 kilograms of bricks in the back of a Toyota Dyna. We're driving along, it's in the pissing rain. I'm going up a passing lane. I'm doing 90 kilometers an hour. I'm doing like 50 mile an hour up a passing lane, sitting there in the slow lane, in my truck. Somebody overtakes me and cuts back in. We're on a downhill in the wet, and they cut back in after passing me 2 meters in front of my truck, like 6 feet in front of my truck, and then they just slow down to the speed limit right in front of me. It's like, dude, I'm sitting here in a truck in the pouring rain with 1.2 ton behind me. And they couldn't just, overtake and merge a bit further. There were 3 people did that today. I used to get mad at it, but now I'm just like, okay, idiots be idiots. And I just hit the brakes, just let them go, mate. Just let them go. Let idiots be idiots. It's the best thing you can do in life. People are dumb. It's not people are dumb. There's a lot of really dumb people, and you're existing among them. So if you're going to be on a motorcycle, back to the point. You can't be riding down the highway and be like, oh, that person changed lane without using their turn signal. I'm going to kick their mirror off. I'm going to post this all over YouTube. Oh, it's these car drivers are the problem. Yes, you're not wrong, but the whole game here is to keep you alive. That's it. Just go about your day, man. We all have to we have to navigate through a sea of, you work with these people, you go to school with them, you got them in your family. Think in your own family. There's all kinds of people around you all the time that are letting you know that you don't want to be associating with everybody or giving a fuck what anybody thinks of you. I mean, there's worse problems to have, Techniques, I would say. Thank you for the dono, but yeah, there's definitely worse problems to have. I would try, find true love, mate. Find true love. It's worth it. It's worth it, mate. You find that right woman who gets you, mate. It's a lot more worth it, mate. I'll tell you. Yeah, I only live once, mate. Only live once. But yeah, live it your way, mate. Live it your way. I don't watch any soccer or anything, Felipe. I only watch sports with two balls. So like motorcycle racing, car racing, I watch a little bits of. Right, that's what I'm into. Two ball sports. No, not into cricket or anything. But I have seen some good self improvement content from Ronaldo of people doing interviews. He had some good mindset. I haven't seen anything of Messi really. So I'll say Ronaldo from a self improvement perspective, from a mindset, because I've just happened to see a lot of Ronaldo's mindset. I haven't heard anything from Messi myself. No, I don't watch soccer. No. I can't watch soccer, man. I can't watch it. A guy runs into a guy and taps his leg this hard or something, and it's like, oh, ref, my leg, oh, like acting like they're injured. I can't do it, man. I watched Marc Marquez come off a MotoGP bike at 180 miles per hour. He hops back up and walks away. He gets back on his bike, He jumps on a scooter, rides back to pit lane and gets on a spare bike and then goes out and qualifies first place. Like, that's sport to me. Marc Marquez crashed in qualifying without setting a good time, obliterated the bike, went into the stands and borrowed a videographer's scooter and took it down the pit lane, jumped on a spare bike with a couple of minutes to spare in qualifying, and went out and got number one, pole position, qualifying, right? After just tumbling off a bike at like 180 miles an hour. So no, I can't watch soccer. I can't watch people get tapped in the leg and be like, oh, my leg, oh, I'm injured, oh no, this is ref, help. It's not the same thing to me. I can't do it. I watch hockey, that's the only team sport I will watch. My dad always said he would watch golf the minute one of them crashed and burned into a wall. Yeah, that's why I never understood the appeal of NASCAR either. Like oval racing on NASCAR. Like, as a New Zealand perspective, we were watching V8 Supercars Australia. So, like road course stuff, like Shane Van Gisbergen, SVG is winning in NASCAR and all that now. Like, that's what we grew up watching was the Bathurst 1000 and all the, like, the V8 Supercars Australia isn't just the Bathurst 1000 if you're from overseas. It's a whole heap of events every year. And yeah, a lot of good racing, especially in the 90s, early 2000s, but it's all different now. But, yeah, I didn't quite understand NASCAR. Like, people want to watch people go on an oval for hours and hours, and then everyone's just hoping for a big wreck. And it's like, well, it's kind of hoping people get hurt or something. I don't know. They're like, oh, we don't hope people get hurt, but we just want to see like 50 cars in a pile up. It'll look cool. It's like, there's a bit of risk there that people might get hurt, guys. It's like, I never understood American gridiron. Like, as a New Zealander, as a kid growing up, we all laughed at like the American college football with all this padding and helmets and shit on, whereas we're watching the guys at our school playing rugby, and it's just they're running at each other the same and tackling each other the same, but it's just they're wearing a t-shirt. So that was why like that to us in New Zealand didn't make sense. It's like we were playing rugby, we're shoulder barging and tackling the crap out of each other, in the backyard every day after school. We were playing games of rugby up at the park and that, but we weren't wearing any bloody padding. Is this AI? No, it's not AI. Corporations have ruined NASCAR. Vagisil got involved. I heard about that on the South Park. It's kind of the same with V8 Supercars Australia. So like, everything becomes a victim of its own success. Like drifting in New Zealand became this way. Car drifting in New Zealand originally was very grassroots. People were inspired by the Japanese. Like I've had like three of my friends, some present, whatever, are literally national drift champions in New Zealand that I've known and talked to for years. Right, I don't talk to them much these days, but like hung around with them a lot and that, and went to the track with them and that when they were competing and stuff, right? And had a lot of stories and that. And the way they drifted back then was all just like some used tires you might have in the tire shop, a low horsepower basic car that like anybody like with you had a reasonable job, so you could go out on the weekends and go drift a car. Whereas now, and that was what D1NZ was, but it then evolves and changes. And then now, if I want to enter D1NZ tomorrow, I've got to spend at least $150,000 building that car to be to that spec. Whereas they used to use $10,000 cars. Whereas now it's 150, 200 grand. You have to have the best of everything, or you might as well not turn up, right? The same thing happened with V8 Supercars Australia. Back in the 90s and the 2000s, it was production cars that were, you could buy them in the showroom and they modified them. They put an exhaust on them, they put a better camshaft in them, and they went and raced them, right? And it just got more and more away from that, and then it just went like NASCAR. It just went to a tube chassis, and it's like, well, it's not even a car. It's not a Holden or a Ford anymore. It's just a tube chassis. So like, yeah, things become a victim of their own success and price out the very people that kind of created it and what it was for and what the spirit of it was. Kind of all just gets pushed out, by money. It's the same thing happened to the internet. The internet before do you remember the early days of the internet where people went, oh, like, I'm not going to set up a website for my business. Oh, the internet. Oh, it's a fad, right? That was like the first 10 years of the flipping internet. Nobody wanted, like, eventually people were like, oh, I've got a website on my business card, but the website was very basic and was like, oh, give us a call. Here's what we do. They were pretty basic things, right? And old forums and that. And then they sort of figured out, oh, we can actually advertise things on the internet. We can actually push products on people and yeah. And then, like, that's the thing is you used to go to like a news website on the early internet and there might be an ad or two for a local business or something or whatever, right? And now it's like literally like AI slop and it's like clickbait links. So you go to a news website and it's just like 10, 20 different advertisements. It's just like popping up in your face. It's like, that's what a website full of viruses used to be like. That would be a spam website. Back in the early internet, if you went to a website and it popped up as many ads as a modern news page was, you clicked off it. It was like, whoa, this is like a spam bloody website, But now it's just normal, right? Yep. You make it all about the money and it all gets ruined. So it's a shame. Am I the painter? No, I'm not Austrian. No, I'm not a painter. I don't believe I'm a painter. I'm a mechanic. I haven't done any paint. Oh, no, I painted my truck on here not long ago. I painted my Toyota Dyna truck with spray cans, if that's what you know me from. Was I painting a truck? Might have been painting a truck. Oh, you're asking, greetings from Austria. You're asking if he's the painter. Okay, I've just caught up. I'm with you now. I'm definitely overtired. You see that? I'm overtired, chat. All right, what time is it? I probably should get off here. The missus is already asleep. It's 9:30. All right, guys, I'm going to head off. We've had a good yarn. We've talked mostly shit tonight. That's all right. It's good to have a wind down, talk some shit sometimes. Yep. When we get into this discussion, we'll probably leave it be. All right, guys. Biggest shout out, as always, to my moderators. Thank you for your help, guys. It is much appreciated. And next shout out to all my members and super chatters. I do appreciate it, guys. Helps grow the channel. I will be back on tomorrow. We'll do something, evening chat, workout. We might do a morning workout. We'll see how we go. I'm pretty stuffed after pulling out the retaining wall today. If you're not subscribed yet, please do. I'm doing 739 push-ups every day in September. Every day in September. 739 push-ups, right? Every day. So we're about to start training for that, and then we're doing that for the Prostate Cancer Foundation of New Zealand. Every year in September, I do push-ups for charity. So we're doing that. 739 push-ups every day. me little arms here. So if you want to see some of that too, yeah, make sure you sub. Make sure you put all the notifications on so you know when I'm live. You won't get notified if I'm live very often unless you go to the channel and put the bell thing in. I want all notifications, right? Cool. Sweet. Thank you all for coming by. It's been fun. Bit of a different one. I don't know. Sometimes I'm a goofball on here. I don't know. I'm just me. You get whatever me turns up. It's like the Truman Show, guys. You get whatever version of me turns up. All right, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your evening.